just found space around the outside. Second and short. It's very short. As Hicks under center, handoff up the middle, and a lot of room there, and diving into the end zone for a Sabra Beauchamp touchdown. Rockwood is Levi Ellison.
Nice run, nice angle, hits the hole hard, good body lane. You'll see it on the replay, man. He just hit that hard and wasn't going to be denied right there.
Yeah, so Chuck Fleischman replay. Got in there. 3 wide outs to the right for Hicks. Hicks out of the shotgun. Rolls now, just throws it upfield, and this is up for grabs, and it's picked off. Third interception of the game for Coalfield. And essentially what you have here is a punt as Cruz Shannon gets the interception. Coalfield. That there are only 4 teams that Coalfield's played 4 or more times and not beaten. It's true. Who are they? One is Knox Halls, and those 2 last played back in the 50s. One is Walland. Who? Yeah, the Indians from Blount County haven't even had a high school since the mid-70s. One is South Pittsburgh. Coalfield's played the Pirates 7 times, all since 1994, and all in the playoffs. Twice in the second round, twice in the quarterfinals, and 3 times in the semifinals. So who's the 4th team? None other than the Rockwood Tigers. It's about a 30-minute drive away at about 20 miles, but only a handful of games have been played. How many? Who knows? I don't. Ask Coalfield Sports Information Director and Public Address Announcer Greg Addington, and he'll say 5. Consult the online database. It'll tell you 6. Consult a different online database. It'll say 5. One thing all the sources have in common, though, is that the Yellow Jackets and Tigers have only played each other twice since the 1930s, and the latter has never lost to the former. We did see a matchup in 2009 and 2010, and Rockwood won both of those games. Traditionally, the Tigers have had the bigger school and have been in a high classification. That's not the case now. This is a region game, and it's potentially for a #1 seed in next week's playoffs. Does Rockwood make the Tigers alumni proud by keeping the winning streak they started alive? Or does Coalfield finish undefeated in the region and show Rockwood who the sheriff in this town is? We'll find out on a special Thursday night edition of the OEB Law Game of the Week, filled with him 2 wide receivers to either side. Treese, quick out, goes to Roberts. Roberts has the sideline. And he is going to be driven out of bounds around the 5-yard line. So now we see the same thing. Handoff, nope, fakes the handoff, goes inside, the slant is there, and this time it's caught for a Sabra Beauchamp touchdown, Coalfield, Eli Roberts. So still 2 wide either side. Treese is going to keep it.
There's the draw.
And he's got the Hammers 1st and 10 and more as he's going to be down inside the 30 of Rockwood.
Luke Treese keeps.
Down to about the 29-yard line. Coalfield in business.
Yeah, that was draw all the way. Nice call.
1st and 10 Yellow Jackets while on the Rockwood 29. 4th
So
and 3 from the 22.
Coalfield back up the line of scrimmage. No hard count. A little bit of a low snap. Treese gets this ball out quickly, and it is caught by Henry. Henry looking for the goal line, and he does a 360 like an ice dancer, and he's in for the Sabra Beauchamp touchdown, Coalfield.
Nice little throw and catch right there.
But you'll see on this Chuck Fleisch from the replay.
Yeah, he's matched up with a linebacker right there. Whoop. And he's just a little quicker. One thing Coach Jones has done with his Coalfield defense is got a lot of guys up in the box, a lot of guys up playing the run. He's not really having to respect the pass all that much.
Well, here is Hicks trying to pass this football, and he gets it away, and that pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Coalfield, and to the 10 and into the end zone is Eli Justice for the Sabra Beauchamp touchdown, Coalfield. Boy, that pass was deflected off of the intended receiver and then off of Colton Henry's helmet.
We are the Clinton cheerleaders here at ORED warming up for tonight's big game. Ready? Clinton Dragons! Clinton Dragons! Clinton Dragons! Let's go Dragons! Let's go Dragons! ORED has exciting appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. Learn more about how much you can save at ORUD.org.
You can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you make the switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying.
Natural gas is affordable, reliable, and safe. We are proud to offer our customers a product that saves money, provides consistent service, and is a clean energy source.
ORUD is your one-stop shop. We sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing.
ORUD is your affordable energy choice, so make the game-winning play by switching to natural gas this football season.
The final day of the TSSAA high school football season is here. A lot of games were played last night as some seniors took off the pads for the final time, and some schools put them in storage. The same will be true tonight as we put a bow on a season filled with resurgences, heartbreak, surprises, and disappointments. Some games came down to the final moments. Some games saw incredible comebacks. Some teams secured program-defining wins, and some teams started clearing the trail of the long road to future success. Tonight, we'll see two with different stories. Clinton comes into this game with what it would probably call a disappointing record of 3-6. It's not like the Dragons have played horribly. The schedule wasn't exactly kind, as it featured a strong 6A Cleveland team, the defending 5A champ West, a really good Powell team, and defending 4A state champion Anderson County. On top of that, Oak Ridge is on the schedule as a region opponent, and maybe this team wants some of those games back, but it will still finish third and advance to the postseason with this experience the schedule has afforded. Their opponent tonight is Heritage, a program that had won 2 total games in the previous 4 years combined before head coach Joe Osavet took over. That name may sound familiar because Osavet served on Jeremy Pruitt's short-lived Tennessee staff and wasn't retained by Josh Heupel after he was hired. But don't let that diminish the reputation of the second-year head man at Heritage. Osavet is well known as a brilliant offensive mind who is coveted in the JUCO ranks and is the mind behind the Bolt RPO offense. The Mountaineers will miss the playoffs this year and are still trying to find a place in a region made up of Powell, West, Halls, and Central. But progress has been made. The high-powered offense has not scored less than 14 points all season, while scoring over 14 points only happened twice the season prior to Osavet's hire. Heritage is looking to take a win into the offseason against a really talented Clinton team, while the Dragons are trying to build confidence to try to make a run in the next few weeks and put the disappointing season behind them. Who's it going to be? Well, we're going to find that out tonight on our OEB Law Game of the Week. Day or night, 24/7. Someone's going to be there to answer and give you a free consultation and get to work on your case immediately. Call 865-546-1111 or visit that website. Very easy to remember, rackettoacheck.com. That's OEB Law. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by the always jovial doctor and Coach Dan Shoemaker. Fans of offense could be in for a treat tonight. Heritage is led by a quarterback that does it all, and Clinton's got a couple players who will be playing on Saturday.
Absolutely. This matchup brings a lot of offense to the table. Both teams are averaging in the neighborhood of around 28, 29 points per game. Both teams are throwing and running the ball very effectively. I'm looking forward to a bushel of points tonight on both sides of the scoreboard.
Not just a peck, a bushel.
A bushel.
A whole bushel. We're going to tell you about this one, but also we got a lot better picture of what the playoffs are going to look like week after last night, so we'll tell you all about that and tell you about what to expect tonight, and we'll do it thanks to Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties. Elaine has nearly 10 years of experience in the real estate biz, so if you need to buy or sell a home, she's your lady. She produces millions of dollars in sales a year, so she's got the resume you're looking for. Give her a call or a text, 423-619-6748. It's 423-619-6748 for Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties. Stay tuned for more of her pregame show on tonight's edition of the OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family, giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
And welcome back to the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show. Elaine serves nearly all of East Tennessee, and she did just under $10 million in sales a year ago. Need to buy a home? Need to sell a home? Then call or text Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties. That number, 423-619-6748. You see it on your screen there. Again, 423-619-6748. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by Coach and Dr. Dan Shoemaker. You know, so many games were played last night that there aren't as many big games tonight. There's one, though, that will affect the team we cover yearly. I'm talking about Anderson County. The Mavericks are Region 2 champions no matter what happens tonight in their game against South Doyle. But familiar Region 1 foes have a battle for a region title tonight. Greenville and Elizabethton have had a long history of playing each other, and the series is streaky. Listen to this. Throughout the series history, which began in 1924, each team has won several games in a row multiple times. So here's how those games went. Greenville, 2, then a tie in 1926, then Elizabethton 9, Greenville 3, Elizabethton 3, then some back and forth until 1969 when Elizabethton won 5, then lost 2 of the next 3, won another 3, lost 4 of the next 5, won the next 4. Then in 1989, Greenville started a streak of 5 straight games. The Cyclones countered that by winning 7 of the next 8. Greenville then won 12 of the next 14. Elizabethton then won 5 of the next 6, which brings us to last season, where where the Green Devils won 21-0. Now, it wasn't necessary for me to talk about that history, but I did find it very interesting to see how many streaks there were. As far as this matchup goes, no team in the region came within 30 points of either program, with Northview Academy coming the closest to both, losing by 35 to Elizabethton and 31 to Greenville. In region play, the Cyclones have scored in the 60s twice, while Greenville has hit 60 once and 70 once. Elizabethton is giving up just 27 points in region competition, while Greenville just 14. When it comes to Class 4A in Northeast Tennessee, it's always going to be either Greenville or Elizabethton that is king. Who's king this year? Should be a great game, and the loser should expect to see Anderson County in the second round, while the winner would expect to see the Mavericks or a rematch of tonight in the third round.
Well, you know, with that long history, this one feels like Clash of the Titans to me. And I'm not talking about that cheesy Harry Hamlin movie they made in the 80s. There's no stop action for either one of these teams. They're all live action. This one tonight will settle the question for sure. And the road for AC will definitely involve both of these schools in the postseason. While both are undefeated, Greenville has a winning percentage that is .938 because of the no contest they had with Alcoa earlier this year. That really is the only blemish I can see on either one of these records. Greenville and Elizabethton both score points by the bushel, like we expect to see tonight, and they both are playing very stingy defense. Tonight, something will have to give, and we will definitely see a winner. There'll be no contest, no ties tonight. There will be a definite winner.
Yeah, and Brad points out this season was very strange for Greenville because they actually ended up with 2 no contests. They had one the week before the Alcoa game.
That's right. I forgot about that one.
And that Alcoa game, I was really excited to see it. And you got 1 quarter into it, and then the game had to be called. Several lightning delays until it got past 10 p.m. They called it. But, you know, Greenville scored first in that game to make it 7-0, and then Alcoa followed it up to tie it 7-7. So it looked like the Green Devils were going to, at that moment at least, play with Alcoa. So we kind of got robbed of seeing that one, which is unfortunate. But that's a big one tonight. We'll try to keep you updated with scoring so all the Anderson County fans know kind of what's going on there. Oneida, Bledsoe County, they got to meet to decide who gets second and third place in Region 2 AA. Interestingly enough, this will only be the 5th meeting between the two schools, with Oneida winning all 4 games played so far. Oneida's had a pretty decent year, improving from last year's record of 4-6. The Indians are 7-2 right now, but the task is tall to get that 8th win and a home game in the playoffs. This game is in Pikeville, and the Warriors are also 7-2 with what most people would consider a tougher schedule. How do you see this game going?
Well, you know, the longer the road trip, the more advantage that home team seems to have. And thinking through all the intangibles within this game, the one thing that really kind of stands out to me is what's at stake. Whoever wins this one is at home next week, and whoever loses this one is on the road next week. The difference is either hosting South Green or Happy Valley, or going to Hampton or Happy Valley, depending upon what works out up there in Region 1. And so that depends on the outcomes of tonight. So I think Oneida really has something to play for, but you know, so do the guys in Pikeville as well. I think that's going to be a tight ball game. I think probably I've got to give a little bit advantage to Bledsoe County on this one.
All right, so that is Dr. Dan's point of view. So I tell you, that's really all that's going on tonight that I care about as far as like meaningful, impactful playoff games. So like I told you earlier, we got a better look at what the playoffs are going to look like, and we will take a look at that next before we preview our game tonight between Clinton and Heritage on the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians. And for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
Welcome back to the Elaine Walton of East Tennessee Properties pregame show. Do you want a real estate agent who did about $10 million in sales a year ago? Of course you do. Well, Elaine is that. Give her a call or a text, 423-619-6748, 423-619-6748. Call her up. Tell her that I told you to call her. We went to school together. She's a year older than me. And so just don't ask her about me when I was in school, because she'll probably say that I was weird. And,
I remember both of you. So.
Yeah. So I'm Aaron Harvey. That is Coach Dan Shoemaker. So let's take a look at kind of what we know about the playoffs based on last night. So we got to fill in a lot of blanks because there's still a lot to fill in. But you look at Class 1A here. Here's how they finished in Region 1, how they finished in Region 2. So you know you're going to have Cloudland hosting Greenback. You're going to have Jellicoe hosting Rockwood. And then you're going to have Oliver Springs hosting North Green, and then Coalfield hosting Unaka. And by just looking at that, having seen the Region 2 teams this year, we've seen all those except for Greenback, and looking at what we normally know about Region 1, I don't think Region 2 will sweep, but they could, and I think at least 3 Region 2 teams are going to win.
I think you're going to have at least 3 of those teams move forward, and Greenback could as well. You know, that's a long trip to Cloudland, though. Oh, my goodness, that's a long trip to Cloudland. And like I said in the earlier segment, the longer the trip, the more advantage the home team has. So, but, yeah, I could see a sweep in the cards.
Yeah, and if that happens, what you would end up with a Coalfield-Rockwood rematch of the game we saw last night, and you would have Oliver Springs going to Cloudland for a rematch that they had in the second round of the playoffs last year, in which Oliver Springs came away with a victory there. So that's kind of what we're looking at for Region 1 and 2 and Single A. Now here is Region 2. Region 2 is a mess. Well, Region 2 is not really a mess. Region 1 is a mess, though. So here's what we're looking at. Oneida, Bledsoe County, we told you they're playing each other tonight. The winner of that game is going to be number 2, and the loser is going to be number 3. York is going to be first regardless. Polk County is going to be fourth regardless. And again, I'm not even going to try to go through what's going on in Region 1 because all those games still have to be played tonight.
Absolutely.
So it's a mess. There's a lot of scenarios up there. Moving up to Class 3A, Region 1, you've got Gatlinburg-Pittman. They are going to finish first. And Chucky Doak is going to finish fourth. That's what we know for sure. Johnson County, Unicorn County, they play tonight. So the winner of that game, of course, going to be second, and the loser is going to be third. Region 2 is set. Alcoa, Kingston, Austin East, Union County. So look at that. You have Alcoa is just going to come out and win a state championship. I mean, I don't know what else you got to say about that.
I don't see anybody on the horizon that can challenge them at this point.
Yeah, so Region 2, again, just being the good boy in all this. They got their stuff settled already, and Region 1, just a mess. So Region 2, obviously, Anderson County, with that just dismantling of Gibbs a couple weeks ago, they got the top spot. Then Carter finishes third this year, Fulton fourth. And then in Region 1, we told you about Elizabethton and Greenville. They got to play each other. The winners 1, the losers 2. But then Northview Academy and Sullivan East also have to play each other tonight. So the winner of that game is 3, and the loser is 4th.
Now, the advantage there, just from a logistical standpoint, is the coaches at Northview and Sullivan East know I got to get a bus.
Yeah.
I've got to make travel arrangements. If you had the 2 and the 3 spot, you don't know if you need a bus next week or not, depending upon the outcome of that game. So,
yeah,
just from a logistical standpoint, we've got 96 teams traveling next week.
Yeah.
And you want to travel in a nice tour bus, not a regular school bus.
Right.
And so, they've been on the phone already. I guarantee you, they've been on the phone this week trying to secure buses.
So looking at 5A, Region 1, Sevier County, Morristown West, Tennessee High, Daniel Boone, and Region 2, West, Howell, Halls, Central. So that is all set. Central going to Sevier County, Halls going to Morristown West. Morristown West is tough this year. West will host Daniel Boone, and Powell host Tennessee High. So that was for 5A. No, that was for 4A. That was for 5A. So here's what I think is going to happen. Walker Valley has to play tonight, and they've got to play McMinn County, and that's for Region 4. If the winner of that one is going to be number 1. And I believe, just based on looking at it, if I had to pick, I'd say McMinn County's going to win that game. And so that would send, out of this region, Clinton's region, that would send Campbell County to McMinn County. And Clinton would have to go to Walker Valley. That's what I think is going to happen. Oak Ridge was the winner of this region, and they're going to host East Hamilton regardless. And Lenoir City came in second in this region, so they're going to host Ray County regardless. And, buddy, Ray County coming to Lenoir City, that's going to be a tough game for the Panthers.
Yeah, I think it will. Bart Pemberton will have his crew ready to go. So he does a good job down there. He used to be the old Rockwood coach when I started 100 years ago. So tremendous coach.
So you go up to 6A, there's still a lot that has to be decided. Cleveland has to play tonight, and Maryville has to play tonight. So Maryville's playing Farragut. And I think Maryville's going to win that game, and if they do, they're going to finish 3rd. And I think Cleveland's going to end up finishing 4th. But that would put Cleveland going to Jefferson County. Jefferson County, very good this year. Bearden, that would have them hosting Dobbins-Bennett. That would have Maryville going to Science Hill, which would be a really good game, I think. And then Bradley Central would host West Ridge. And in the second round, if Maryville were able to get that win, that would set up a rematch with Bradley Central. And it looks like Maryville's playing a lot better football right now, so that would be a very, very fun round 2 matchup.
Maryville may have hit it at the right time. Sometimes timing is everything, and you can win you can lose games early, but when you get ready for the postseason, that's when you got to be at your best.
Well, back in the year 2000, they opened up the season with 4 straight losses under George Quarles, and what did they do? They ran the table and won a state championship. So
exactly,
you're talking about Maryville. Maryville is Maryville regardless. So we'll see what happens there. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, and when we get back, as you can see, it's senior night here at Clinton, so they're going through their senior night festivities right now. When we get back, we will preview this game tonight as Clinton hosts Heritage on the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Our story starts with a promise made to the communities of East Tennessee. A promise to always look forward, to the horizon, and past it. A promise to help you live well. At Covenant Health, whenever you enter one of our hospitals, visit any of our physicians, or talk to us on the phone, we will welcome you and your family as one of our own. Because it's about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Welcome back to the Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties pregame show as the national anthem is played, which tells us we are getting closer to game time. Elaine, a real estate agent serving almost all of East Tennessee. She's got Anderson, Blount, Cumberland, Loudon, Knox, McMinn, Monroe, Morgan, Roane, and Scott counties covered for sure. So if you live in one of those areas and you need to buy or sell a home, you can trust my friend Elaine Walden. Give her a call or text 423-619-6748. That's Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties. I'm Aaron Harvey. Beside me, Coach Dan Shoemaker. So we get set to preview tonight's game. You know, Heritage introduced Joe Osavet as its head coach in 2022. Osavet, a big name in the JUCO ranks, and even had his very own offensive scheme, which he called the Bolt offense. Well, back in the early 2000s, he added manipulation to his scheme. Manipulation, which is now commonplace in all levels of football, is known by the name of RPO. His quarterback, Wesley Deck, the leading rusher on this team, 10 rushing touchdowns this year. Pretty good, right? Well, he's also averaging over 200 yards a game through the air with 15 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. That's a pretty special stat line for a team that isn't even going to make the playoffs.
Yes, it really is. I'm intrigued by this offense. I've watched it a little bit getting ready for this game on film, and it has some very interesting elements to me. It's not an air raid like you would think a lot of spread offenses are. It's not like what Hal Mumme used to do or Mike Leach. It's more of a spread option that blends in a lot of RPO, a lot of downhill run, and it'll also throw the ball. Years ago, there was a coach in the NFL named Don Coryell who developed an air option offense, and he was able to score a lot of points in the NFL with a quarterback by the name of Dan Fouts when he was at San Diego. And this kind of blends in some of that with some run option pieces. I really like what he's doing there. The Bolt offense causes you to defend the entire field, and the offense is going to make decisions based upon what the defense gives it. So it'll be really a nice matchup tonight to see how this thing goes.
So Dan Fouts, I recognize him. That was the guy that was the color commentator for the Bourbon Bowl when, you know, the Mud Dogs defeated Red Bow U to win the Bourbon Bowl championship.
There you go.
Yeah, he called that game alongside. Gosh, what's that guy's name? Anyway. Anyway.
That was a day or two ago.
Yeah, he said last game of the year, Brent Musburger.
Brent Musburger.
Yeah, last game of the year, Brent can't hold anything back now. Anyway, yeah, you mentioned that this is not like you would think of classical spreads or air raids, and Osavet has said that. He said, listen, this is power. That's what this is. It's not finesse. We are going to try to run down your throat. But, on the flip side of that, Clinton's got quite a bit of offensive talent, too, and it starts with Dragons quarterback Joshua Keith. Keith has thrown for 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. Certainly hasn't racked up as many yards on the ground as Deck, but he does have 3 rushing touchdowns. Keith committed to play football at UT Martin next season. Juwan Goings, the leading rusher, 342 yards, 6 touchdowns. Also the leading receiver with 439 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's got an offer from Miami of Ohio. Damon Marable leads the team in tackles with 132, which is nearly double anyone else on the team, but he also has an interception, which was returned to 86 yards for a touchdown. Marable committed to play for Purdue next season, so Clinton's got a lot of talent on that field.
Clinton has playmakers all over the field, both sides of the ball. I think one thing to watch tonight is a contrast in the offensive styles between these two teams. Heritage is going to try to go up tempo, and they're going to try to catch the defense in bad matchups, while Clinton will go no huddle, but they're not going to run at that NASCAR speed. Both of these offenses are going to bring skills to the field tonight.
Clinton runs out, and the captains are meeting on the field. Clinton averaging 304 yards per game. Heritage 291. This is important and could be the factor tonight, though. Clinton has allowed 27 points per game. Heritage has allowed 34. This could turn into a shootout, and Clinton's defense has statistically been a little bit better, but plus the Dragons have Marble at safety.
Yeah, when you have two offenses that are this good, you're just trying to slow them down. Okay, Clinton has played a little better statistically on defense this year. Marable at safety or even down at the linebacker spot can take over games at times, like he did right before half with Oak Ridge. Clinton doesn't have to stop Heritage tonight. They just need to slow them down long enough to get the lead.
So we're about to witness the coin toss. We'll watch that, and then we'll figure out what tonight's Dr. Dan's do's and don'ts are. So let's get the signal from the official. He's asking Heritage where they want to go, which I believe would indicate Clinton won the toss. And they're going to receive it.
They want the ball.
How about that? Want to get started with the offense early. So, Dr. Dan, your do's and don'ts.
I think for Heritage tonight coming in, they need to play fast. They need to be up-tempo early. I think they need to contain those playmakers Clinton is going to have on the field. And they need to know where Marable is in the defensive scheme every snap. The don'ts. Don't give up chunk plays. Don't give up sacks and negative plays. And don't break down in the special teams. I think in close games, the special teams often make a difference. For Clinton, I think they need to score early, and I think they need to score often. Press on special teams and defend that bolt RPO. Clinton's don't fall behind early, and don't turn the ball over, and don't give up those big plays. Tackle them, get them on the ground, and get to the next snap.
So those are the Dr. Dan's do's and don'ts as we get set for the Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff tonight. As Clinton won the toss, they elected to receive. Does that surprise you? Did you expect that?
I did. If you have confidence in your offense, get the ball and let's go.
Hello?
All right. So looking back deep to receive for Clinton is Damian Lavelle and Juwan Goins. Set to kick this one off for Heritage. Looks like Vladimir Artiga.
And there's the whistle.
Artiga to kick off for the Mountaineers.
And there is that kickoff, high spinner. And it will be taken at the goal line. And this is Goins.
He's out.
And look at Goins. He gets up to the 25 or 35. And it looks like they're going to give him the 37. So Hammers 1st and 10 with great field position to start this game for Clinton at the 37.
Yeah, that was a nice kick. He went down to the one goal line 1 yard, but he found a seam, and then he burst. Lavelle had a nice little burst right there.
Yeah, I said Goins, but you're right. It was Damian Level. I said Lavelle too. Don't worry. Yeah. So here is Joshua Keith, 2 wide receivers either side, and the very first play puts it up in the air, and that pass falls incomplete, trying to hit Bryson Maddox.
Yeah, trying to take the top off the defense early. He said, "Hey, let's go." And I love the strategy. I love the strategy right there.
Oh man, that was close to connecting.
What that will do is loosen up the secondary a little bit and open up the underneath throw game.
So here is Keith this time lining up in a pistol, sends a man in motion, handoff. Goins looks for the outside, makes the first man miss, and keeps those legs churning up to the 45-yard line. Quick pickup of about 8 will make it a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, real patient run right there. Takes his time, gets a little hand to the chest right there, her shoulder. Good ball security. They were trying to rip that one out.
Goins is, you see it, but he's a very, very talented player.
Quick. That first step is just quick.
Keith takes a snap, handoff, Goins again. Goins cuts upfield. He's got enough for that first down. And still on his feet as he gets into Heritage territory, down to the 44-yard line for a Hammers 1st and 10.
Really nice. He gets up inside. He doesn't get touched until the linebacker and then the safety. Really nice. He's running hard right there.
So if Clinton feels like this could be a shootout, it is a very good sign that their first offensive possession is going as well as it is so far. So here is Keith. Linebacker blitz coming. Keith looks upfield, lets this one go, and that pass is complete. And into the end zone is Wesley Phillips for a Sabra Beauchamp touchdown, Clinton.
Wow, they brought pressure, which gave him one-on-one on the outside. There you go. Take advantage of it.
So just like that, 10:24 on the clock. Clinton is already in the end zone.
Good protection, too.
44-yard reception from Keith to Phillips. Now in to attempt the extra point, Emmanuel Ortiz. Snap, set, that kick is up. And that kick is good. Clinton, with 10:24 left to go in this first quarter, strikes first. They lead the Mountaineers 7-0 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
Welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week, as Clinton will now line up for the Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff here. Daniel Forrester, he wants to do all the chancelloring here in Anderson County because there's a lot of chancelloring that needs to be done.
Well, it's an important job.
It is. You wouldn't realize how important it was unless someone like Daniel Forrester told you how much chancelloring goes on. Emmanuel Ortiz set to kick this one off. He elects to kick it from the right hash. So this is going to be a low short kick taken at the 20-yard line. And looking for some room, not finding a lot, up to about the 31.
Pretty good coverage right there.
Yeah, that's where Heritage will take over, and we'll get our first look at Wesley Deck.
You just ain't gonna be able to talk. He'll be able to hear you though. You'll be able to hear him. He won't be able to hear you.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of tempo they come out in.
That was Thomas Bowers. on that kick return. So, 2 back. This handoff goes to Bowers, and Bowers is stopped at the 30-yard line. No gain on the play, and Heritage will have 2nd and 10.
Looked like they had just a little bit there, but that closed really quickly. Goins comes up and just really stops that run.
So a split back set out of shotgun now for Wesley Deck. Takes that shotgun snap. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's got some running room. He's got enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. And there you go.
He's got some wheels too now. And you can see they were able to kind of gash the defense there on the defensive left side.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that was an RPO. What do you think?
I think it was.
Fakes the handoff, sees the seam, just hits it. Man in motion now for Deck.
There it is.
Fakes it and then overthrows his target, but I don't know that he overthrew his target. He was trying to find Walter Gold, and it looked like Gold just slowed up.
Yeah, I don't know if Gold thought, well, I'm not getting the ball or what, but he was open.
It didn't land that far in front of him.
He was open.
Yeah, he just quit running. Huh. Might have been a missed opportunity there for Heritage.
They were not on the same page right there.
So now, Heritage in a pistol, handoff up the middle. And looking for some running room there. Gets up to about the 45. Pickup of 2 will make it 3rd and 8.
Looked like Page on the tackle there.
And it looked like
number 77 Page.
Yeah, and Gold on the handoff there.
Yeah.
With the carry, it looked like.
Yeah, we've got the signals coming in. Yeah, they're not huddling. They're moving pretty quick.
Bunch set to the left. Deck.
Pressure.
Yeah, he rolls to his right, breaks free of it, finds a man. That pass is complete. Goes up to Dominic Stevens, and Stevens will have enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. Looks like a pickup of 12. And now Heritage is in Clinton territory.
The stunt there got Deck off his spot. He had to move to the right, but he was able to find the open. Kept his eyes downfield. Found the open man. Nice play.
So this time, an H-back will line up to the left. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff to him, and now Deck keeps it, and then shovels it in front. And that goes to Stevens, and Stevens got decked, but able to stay on his feet, but still no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. Well, there's a lot going on.
A lot going on with that play.
And he was fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage there. So this time, 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, pistol set. Hard count. Now he's going to look to the sidelines and get the play call. 10 seconds on the play clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. Barks out the signal. Takes the snap. And fakes the handoff to Bowers, keeps it himself. He'll pick up 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 8 again.
Not much there. Clinton's doing a nice job of playing assignments right there. They took the bag, then somebody's on quarterback. When you're playing, that's just the essence of option football. Except you're not in like a wishbone or something.
Wow. Okay, so they lined up with a bunch formation to the right and then sent them out wide. Fakes the handoff to Bowers. Deck looking, steps up in the pocket, keeps it himself, and he is going to be down at the 36-yard line, a yard short of the line to gain. 4th and 1.
4th and 1. I don't see a punt team coming out. I think we're going to go for this.
That's a nice run by Deck to almost get it. Lines up in a pistol again. H-back to the right. Hard count. Clinton almost jumped. Now gets the play call from the side. Bowers in the backfield in that pistol. Looks like he's going to run the option, and Deck just had to get to the 35, and he barely does. Just gets right over the line there to pick up the Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, he kind of powered his way through it. He had the pitch if he wanted it, but he said just take it up inside.
He's a big guy. I don't want to say that he reminds me of like Tim Tebow, because that's huge expectations, but maybe a Dan Lefevre from Central Michigan.
Okay.
Handoff. This is Bowers.
He's out.
A lot of running room as Bowers is pushed out of bounds, gets to about the 15-yard line, and that is for certain enough for a Hammers 1st and 10. Pickup of 20 on the play.
Pushed out of bounds by Graham. It's enough for a Heritage first down. Nothing real fancy right there. Just find the seam, get in it, get up. 5:51 to go. First down, Mountaineers.
Thomas Bowers, a sophomore on this Heritage team. H-back in motion, moves from left to right, and this is a keeper all the way, and Desk got some running room. He's looking for the end zone. He's in for the Sabra Beauchamp. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Wesley Deck, 15-yard run. And Heritage is an extra point away from tying this game up.
That is amazing. A little slower, a little more methodical, but the end result's the same.
Yeah, Heritage faced a 3rd and 8 on that drive, another 3rd and 8 on that drive, then a 4th and 1 on that drive, and converted all of that to get into the end zone. So Artiga puts this one through the uprights, and we got a tie ball game. 5:44 left to go in the first quarter. It's looking like it could end up to be a shootout like we thought. This is your OEB Law Game of the Week.
On-Site Care in Kingston is accepting new patients. Nurse practitioner Candace Templeton has over 25 years of healthcare experience in offering management of chronic care conditions. On-Site Care offers free sports physicals for established patients. Plus, On-Site Care offers hormone replacement therapy with compounded pellets. And now On-Site Care welcomes Darren Wright, a board-certified family nurse practitioner who will be accepting new patients. Call 865-285-9588 to schedule an appointment at On-Site Care.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker, as both teams score on their first possession of this game. And we've got a tie ball game here as we get set for the Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff.
If this goes true to form, we'll have a lot of these kickoffs.
I remember that Walker Bill did something about announcing holiday.
So again, that's Artiga set to kick this off, and then back deep to receive. Again, just like before, it's Goins and level. This time it looks like it's going to be Goins.
A little better coverage. Oh,
and he's still on his feet. Kicks it out to the left. He's got the sideline. And he might take this one to the house.
I think he's got it.
I'm looking for a flag, and I see one.
Right at 43-yard line.
I'm not going to call it a Sabre Beauchamp touchdown yet. That would, to me, that indicates probably a block in the back.
That's what I would be thinking right there.
No, it's a hold.
Good old-fashioned holding.
Boy, I tell you what, though, what a job by Goins.
I thought he was contained. I thought he was down. And he just keeps the legs moving. Gets a pretty good whack right there.
Yeah, look at this.
And he just keeps going.
Somehow stayed on his feet.
You know, you got to wrap up.
Now let's see if we can see the hold. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. I didn't exactly see a hold there. We didn't have a great angle on it, but I did see a Heritage player fall down. So. So Hammers 1st and 10, Joshua Keith. Handoff goes up the middle and a lot of running room.
He's out.
Look at this. Still on his feet. This is Chauncey Feltz. And Feltz is inside the 20-yard line.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's they get a little bit of thunder and lightning with Goins and Feltz.
They really do. Up front, they just really made a nice scheme right there. Down and around.
They're going to give Feltz, looks like, the 16-yard line for the Hammers 1st and 10, and Keith is going to keep it. And Keith's got blockers in front of him, and he will get down to the 2-yard line. And that's enough for a Hammers 1st and goal.
Clinton right now is not throwing the ball. This looks like a power run team, right? Look, I mean, watch them come off the ball. Blockers, get a hat on a hat, and just get some push and find the spaces.
Took the contact and kept going. Gets down to the 2. So they'll get the play call from the sideline. Keith's trying to figure it out. He's going to have Feltz with him in the backfield. And a pistol set. 2 wide receivers tight to the boundary side of the field. Handoff Feltz. Feltz makes a move. He's in for the Sabra Beauchamp. Touchdown, Clinton.
The jump cut right there was amazing. If we can get a back view on the replay right there, he makes a little jump cut in there that just it's nice.
Chauncey Feltz, one of the seniors on this team, making his presence known here on senior night. And we'll have another extra point attempt. Emmanuel Ortiz. Snap, set, kick.
He's offsides.
Yeah, and I thought that was going to be blocked. I wonder if the guy who was trying to block it knew he was offsides, and he was like, nah, this ain't fair.
Yeah.
So now Clinton has the opportunity. They can accept the extra point, or they can go for 2 here. We've seen that done this year a couple times.
Declined.
So they are going to keep the point after, which puts them up 14-7. Maybe.
I think they got to kick it again because I think they blew it dead. There's the jump cut.
Oh, they blew it dead.
Yeah, they blew it dead before the kick.
Oh. So they can't keep the extra point. All right. So Ortiz on to try this one again. Snap, set, kick is on the way, just inside the upright. It's good. So now we can tell you your new score with 4:41 left to go in this game as we see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Yeah, beautiful by Feltz. 14-7 OEB Law Game of the Week.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Coach Dan Shoemaker. As Clinton again gets set for this Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff.
Again, Clinton takes the ball down. What, a little over 2 minutes on that drive?
Yeah.
It was super quick. In the do's and don'ts, I said score early and often. I think they were listening.
They get the ball first, go down and score. Get the ball to Heritage. Heritage scores. They get the ball next, go down and score. Short kickoff here, taking it to the 20-yard line. This is Bowers. Bowers looks for the outside. Look, he's got the sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds by Jarius Hundley. But Heritage will have good field position.
It'll be interesting to see if Heritage responds here.
47-yard line is where they marked this. Clinton's 47.
Mountaineers will football play at their own 47.
Ball at the left hash, as we will get to see Wesley Deck again in this offense.
4:34 to go in the first quarter. Week 7 of high school football. Playoffs start next. We'll go off the road
He'll come out with Gold in the backfield with him. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. This time, Gold will get the handoff, and he's got a loss of 2.
Mashed right at the point of attack right there.
Yeah, and for Clinton coming through there's Rhett Sievers. And Sievers was fired up after that one.
Yeah, that's a great play. You know, they say linebackers make a lot of tackles, but your down guys, your defensive linemen will make tackles for loss. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Hand off to Gold again, and Gold again hitting the backfield, but this time he's able to bounce it out, and he's knocked out of bounds at the, well, they're going to give him the 47, which is the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of 2, 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. I'm telling you, this Clinton defense right now is owning the line of scrimmage. And that's hard to run your offense, any offense, if you're getting knocked off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, you know what's surprising here? Clinton lost to Lenore City. Heritage beat that Lenore City team, but Lenore City's, they're a great team. They finished 2nd in this region, but I think that should have been Clinton finishing 2nd. As Deck throws it over the middle, that pass is incomplete, trying to hit Clay Travis, and so now I believe you'll see the Mountaineer punt team.
Yeah, the 3 and out is going to take care of the kick return.
And here is a change in personnel, but yeah, I'm shocked. I was shocked that night when Lenore City beat Clinton. I think Clinton is the better team, and that very easily could have been Clinton hosting a playoff game next week.
Absolutely.
Because, this Heritage team right here, this is not a bad football team.
No, not by any stretch.
And Clinton's coming after it. They're not going to get it. This is a high missile of a kick. It hits at the 20 and takes a Heritage bounce and will roll down to the 11.
That was a nice, high, long, one of the better punts I've seen this year.
Yeah, that thing came straight down. Reminded me of playing pocket tanks. We got a...
Oh, that's going back a day or two.
We have a face mask on the play, so a face mask on Clinton?
Really? So that's going to take it to, what, half the distance?
Yeah. I didn't see the flag, but I saw the official signal.
I never saw the flag either.
Yeah, so ball spotted at the 6-yard. So you played pocket tanks too?
Yeah.
That was a fun game.
On the iPad.
Oh, man, I enjoyed that one.
Used to watch the home box office too occasionally. So.
Oh yeah, I'll still watch the home box office. I didn't know it, but I do. I watch it. Just had no clue that's what I was watching. So here is Hammers 1st and 10. Keith takes a snap quickly, gets this one out, and that pass is caught somehow. And that is Goins, and Goins, he wasn't going to get much on the play anyway, unless something crazy happened. It looked like he was trying to make something happen there, but he ends up losing a yard, and it will be 2nd and 11. See the Chuck Fleischman replay?
He tipped it and then caught it.
Yeah, he just trying to make something happen. Second and 11, Keith out of the shotgun. Single back, and we do have a handoff.
He's out.
And going straight ahead. Is that...
Goins on the carry.
The PA announcer says that was Goins. It almost looked like a different number to me. Yeah, that was Jarius Hunley on the carry.
Okay.
And Hundley is back in there in the pistol. Now Keith's going to bring him up to his right side. 2 wide receivers either side. Man in motion. Here's
quick
Keith.
Pitch.
Yep, quick pitch.
He's on the edge. Big collision right there.
Yeah, that is Goins. So they lined him up in a wide receiver spot and allowed him to come in motion and take that pitch. Pickup of 8.
He doesn't shy away from the contact here either.
Oh, no.
As a running back, he delivered that blow.
2nd and 2 is what Clinton has. Minute 38 left in this first quarter. Keith out of the pistol now. Sends Goins in motion again and is going to hand off. This is to Hundley. Hundley, spin move up the middle, spins again, and he's got enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
Wow.
That's a great job by Hundley.
Hundley is fun to watch.
Because this is stopped right here. But Hundley stays on his feet.
2.
And then, yeah.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Hits that circle button to the inside.
The circle button to the inside.
You got my Pocket Tanks reference, but
yeah.
Do you get that one?
I do, yeah.
Okay, that's a PlayStation reference. So here is Keith rolling to his left, dumps this off, and with a lot of running room, still on his feet. Oh my goodness, into Heritage territory,
still going,
and just dragging tacklers. I don't know if they expected him to go out of bounds, but he didn't do it, and that was level.
You know, we talked about in pregame athletes all over the field. There's another example. And watch him. Here he goes, still running, running.
That'll spot the ball at the Heritage 33-yard line. And again, twins on either side. Pistol set. Keith takes a snap.
Heritage bringing pressure.
And Keith is going to unload. That pass is complete on the sideline by Phillips up to the 21-yard line, and that's enough to move the sticks again. Hammers 1st and 10, 7.9 seconds left in the first quarter.
Shout out to these guys up front protecting, because Heritage brought pressure that time, which gives you the one-on-one again on the outside, and there you go.
I guess because that went out of bounds, it stopped the clock, so we might have time for one more play. And Keith thought for a second he was going to go under center. Thought that's weird. Handoff. And a lot of running room. Hundley into the end zone for the Sabra Beauchamp. Touchdown, Clinton. The Dragons up by 2 scores at the end of the first quarter. And they are just running all over this Heritage team.
Yeah, up front, they're knocking folks back, and boom, here we go.
Ortiz on to attempt the extra point.
Yeah, we're missing a guy up front here.
And you got to have that.
The wing, there we go.
Under 10 on the play clock. Snap, set, kick is up. And it is good. At the end of the first quarter, it is Jarius Hundley taking it in for 6. And Clinton leads 21-7 in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Pre-planning it makes the process just so much easier for the family. It relieves them of having to make some difficult decisions at a bad time. I've made arrangements with hundreds of families that I have never had a family come in and say, gee, I wish Mom hadn't have done this. Pre-planning, I think, is one of the best things you can do for your family, just to alleviate those concerns.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. And we've got a competition on the field here. Oh!
Nice.
I had a contestant trying to throw a football into a barrel. I think that was worth $500 if he got it. Like,
$500 of Christmas money. So.
He wasn't far off.
No, I've seen him miss by a whole lot more.
So another Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff here, as it will be Emmanuel Ortiz. Both of these teams have had really good starting field positions, so we'll see what happens on this kickoff. Ortiz kicks it, and that is going to be returned by Bowers again. And Bowers looking for running room. Not going to find it once he gets to the 30-yard line, and a late flag comes in.
Wonder what they got here.
There's a flag off the play. He didn't have to do that.
They got a personal foul on Heritage?
No, on Clinton.
He pointed the wrong way.
It might have been unnecessary roughness.
Oh, I got you.
Look at the end of the play. Looks like somebody comes in just a little late. There's the hit, and then right there.
Oh, yeah. See, there's not much there, but by the letter of the law, that is a personal foul penalty.
And that takes good coverage and puts the ball up to midfield.
Yeah, and so, again, Heritage will have great starting field position. Deck with Bowers behind him in the pistol. Sends Bowers in motion. Deck is going to throw it out that direction. Bowers picks up maybe one.
Big hit.
And he might be slow to get up here.
That was a big hit.
I want to see this Chuck Fleischman replay here, because he went down on a bended knee, and yeah, he's holding his ankle there.
Yeah.
Might have got twisted up and under him. He's staying in the game, though.
Stayed in the game, got up. Rub some dirt on it. Well, we can't really do that because it's turf. But
rub some pebbles.
Rub some pebbles. Yeah,
rubber.
Rub the little rubber pebbles on it.
Rub some rubber.
Somebody got to move up there.
So 3 wide receivers to the right for Wesley Deck. Deck dumps this one off, and this is Bowers again, and he's got enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
The timing on that throw was impeccable. What's the timing here? Boom, he's going to hit him right in stride.
Oh, yeah, perfect pass. They didn't have a wide out to that side, which I guess opened up the field for Bowers. This time, jet sweep action. This is to Stevens. Stevens is going to be bundled up and dropped back into Clinton territory. Well, they'll give him midfield, but that's a loss of 6 regardless, so it'll be 2nd and 16.
Just too much speed on the Clinton side to be able to run that. They're going to outrun you to the spot. Right there, you've got to create that seam inside with a kick out or get up in the edge.
So again, on the boundary side, no receivers. It looked like they could have run the same play. Instead, Deck goes over the middle. That pass is complete. Across the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. And that is complete to Dylan Burgess, just a sophomore.
Caught the ball, got whacked a little bit, but yeah, was able to make the catch.
So that brings up 3rd and I guess 4. So about an 11-yard gain on the play. And we got a flag on the play. Dead ball, offsides on Clinton.
Wow.
And that 5-yard penalty will give Heritage a Hammers 1st and 10.
I didn't see it, but I was watching the motion and the shift.
That's what I was doing. And Heritage does a lot of motion and shifting. Motion and. 2 wide receivers either side for Deck on this Hammers 1st and 10. Sends Stevens in motion. Handoff goes to Bowers. And up to about the 21-yard line is Thomas Bowers.
We got a flag, probably a hold right there. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. That would have been enough for another 1st down. So that would have occurred right about here.
Yeah, it looked more like a tackle, takedown. I think if we're wrestling, we would give them 2 points for the takedown.
So if you look on your screen now, OEB Law gives the home school $1,000 of every game that we do this week or this year. They also do that for the Rivalry Thursday games that take place. Just another way that OEB Law gives back to the community, and we are thankful once again having them on board for another season. Tim Elrod and the crew, and miss talking to Tim. I hope he is able to come back and talk to us, as this time Heritage unloads. That pass ball's incomplete. Trying to find Zach Davidson. And Davidson had an opportunity to catch that.
He did. That was a 50-50 ball right there. 50% of the time your guy gets it, 50% of the time he don't. Coverage was pretty good, though.
Yeah. Maybe don't do that so much.
Ooh.
Jason Graham on the coverage for Clinton. Handoff goes to Bowers. Bowers with some pretty good running room. Gets up to about the 33. And that will bring up 3rd and about 10 as he gets up to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and long hasn't really been much of a problem for Heritage so far in this game. See what they do here.
No, they've been able to convert most of those.
So it looks like they're going empty set, 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Deck, low man in the backfield, hard count again. Boy, they hard count a lot.
They do. They do.
10 seconds on the play clock.
Clinton still has 6 in the box, so that'll take away your draw.
Quickly gets this one out. The pass is complete and not much, up to about the 29-yard line. Still going to be about 5 yards short of that first down, and that catch is made by Burgess.
You're not going to punt it, obviously, and I don't know that the kicker's got the range. Of course, this game, you're not going to win this game by kicking field goals.
That's right. So
you're going to have to score touchdowns.
4th and 5, pistol set, bunch formation lined up close to the left. Now they're going to spread out, and they're going to go 5 wide again.
Little
confusion. Deck quickly. Yeah, throws the pass. It is complete. Or is it?
No, he dropped that.
I know the Clinton defender came up and said that pass was complete.
They ruled it incomplete.
So it is an incomplete. And Clinton will take over on downs. Tried to hit Travis that time. And Travis could not hold on to it. That was incomplete.
That's a big stop.
It is. So Clinton will have a Hammers 1st and 10 from the Dragon 28-yard line. 7:21 left to go in the first half. And I just tell you, this game is not going how I expected it to.
I agree.
Keith from the pistol is just going to dump this one off, and a flag comes out. So I believe it'll come back. If it doesn't, then Clinton's going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I think we got a hold. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Usually when that umpire does that, it's
See, it would have taken place maybe somewhere in this area.
Somewhere in there. I didn't really see anything egregious.
I didn't either. Not from that angle anyway.
The doc bringing up the big words. Egregious.
Egregious is a great word. I like it a lot. 1st and 20. Clinton fakes the pitch. Instead, they're going the other direction, and Heritage was ready for it. Yeah. And we've got a flag coming down. This is going to be a horse collar or a face mask 1, I would think.
Got to see. He's got to be on the defense.
As Damon Marable. But yeah, we do have 2 flags on the play. So we got a hold on Clinton and a personal foul, face mask. Those penalties negate each other, and we are going to have another Hammers 1st and 20.
It's like the football game in the backyard. We're going to do-over. We got a do-over.
All right. And I think if you're Clinton, you're okay with that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're all right with that.
Didn't really get a whole lot on that. So now here's Keith, drops back to pass, throwing it way upfield, and he's got a man there, and that's got to be pass interference.
That's got to be pass, yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
Trying to find Bryson Maddox, and Maddox was held. And that was a beautiful ball by Keith.
Yeah, it really was.
There is a flag on the play.
Maddox just runs right by the defender. And, you know, sometimes you teach your DBs, take the pass interference instead of giving up a touchdown.
Yeah, because Maddox had 2 defenders beat by a couple yards.
Yeah.
So a 15-yard penalty, and get this. It is a Hammers first down. This time a 1st and 5.
How many times have we run this first down?
This is the 4th, I think.
I think it is. I think it is.
And we've got another flag. False start on Clinton.
It's like Groundhog Day.
This would be the 5th time. And guess what? Now it's back at the original line of scrimmage. So, like, we could have just not done any of that previously and ended up where we are now. And Clinton is going to take a timeout. Probably a good idea at this point. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Check out the new store at 1067 South Walnut Avenue in Cookeville, open for business.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Okay, so maybe for a 6th time, we're going to see if we can get past first down. Do have some scores of interest for you. Carter up on Seymour 14-7 in the first quarter. Maryville in the second quarter up over Farragut 7-0. And Jefferson County in the first quarter up over William Blunt 7-0. Oh, and Dobbins Bennett at the start of the second quarter up 7-0 over Science Hill.
Okay.
So here is Joshua Keith. Handoff. This looks like Goins.
He runs hard.
They're going to give him, looks like a yard. And we're going to have a 2nd and 9. We've got a Heritage player with his helmet off that is slow to get up.
Yeah, he's kind of holding his ankle.
So the trainer's going to come out and look at him.
Reese Dickey.
Reese Dickey shaking up on the play.
He plays the striker position.
Well, while we got a moment, I want to tell you about Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big, too small. They do them all. You got to call Big Orange Tree Service for all your tree and stump needs. 865-414-5499. Fully insured and qualified. Full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, and leaf removal. Call Jason Stiltner. 865-414-5499. And it looks like our injured player is able to get up and walk slowly. That's Reese Dickey, senior for Heritage. Sometimes these high schools, you don't make the playoffs, you'll call another school and set up a bowl game or whatever. It's like an exhibition at the end of the season. So some of these Heritage players may not be playing their final game ever.
Right, yeah.
If that happens.
Yeah, you got to get permission from the TSSAA. You also cannot play it on a Friday. You have to do it like on a Thursday or a Saturday. But yeah.
So as to not compete with playoffs.
Exactly.
because the two S's in TSSAA are dollar signs.
Absolutely.
So here is Joshua Keith, 2nd and 9. Stops, pumps, rolls to his right under pressure. Now gets rid of it, and that pass is dropped.
Ooh.
Trying on the play to find Phillips. 3rd and 9 now is what Clinton will face. Just under pressure, and this ball was just put right on the spot.
That's zipped it right out there.
And Keith throwing on the run across his body. He's a special player.
He really is. Got a lot of ability.
So 3rd and 9. Keith straight drop.
Pressure again.
And he's got Goins, and Keith is actually going to be sacked this time, and the ball comes out. And Heritage has it. Nope, they're saying he was down. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
They were able to generate some push.
Keith was angry when he got up, which to me would indicate that he didn't think that he was down. He's not even close to down.
No.
He's not even close. Unless they want to say that his forward progress was stopped.
No, that ball was out.
Oh, man. So Clinton getting a break there as the Dragons will be able to get in punt formation. And wobbly spiral. Fair catch called for and made by Stevens. So ball spotted at the 45-yard line of the Clinton Dragons. So again, Heritage is going to have good field position. They would have had a lot better field position if they'd have gotten that fumble recovery called in their favor.
You know, the first 16 minutes of this thing, we scored 28 points, and then we've kind of gone into a little bit of a drought here for the last few minutes.
I wonder if it's both teams kind of figuring each other out a little bit.
Defensive adjustments, I do believe.
Because normally, you know, you see a lot of scoring that slows down after halftime because the defenses can go into that locker room and make the adjustment there. As here's Gold on the carry. He's going to pick up a couple. No, they're going to give him one. 2nd and 9 now. I was saying, you know, the defensive coaches can go in there and make those adjustments at halftime, and you see scoring slow down a whole lot in the second half. But yeah, as you alluded to, it's already slowing down in this one.
Cornerback Graham right there does a really nice job taking the block on, getting off the block and making the tackle.
And this time Deck fakes the pitch. I wonder, like, they were going to run the option, but you were going to run it to the short side of the field. And I don't see that working a whole lot.
Well, you don't have as much room to work. What you hope is the other team's playing the field side and they're overloading there, and you can catch them into the short side. But obviously that didn't work.
So this time Heritage is going to stack wide receivers close, and now they're going to motion out like they've done. 3 wideouts go to the left, 1 to the right. Stevens in motion, fakes the jet sweep to him, and Deck throws this one looking for Bowers, and that pass falls incomplete, and it is 4th and 10.
You know, they had success on to the other side with that same pass, getting him up the sideline.
Oh, man, it was just out of his reach.
Just out of his reach.
I really like what Heritage does on offense. I mean, they've only scored 7 points tonight, and it was on their first drive of the game, but the way that they motion late and then run their play while the defense is still trying to get their assignments nailed down.
And that puts a lot of pressure on your defense.
And now we've got a stop because Coach Osavet wants a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, proudly serving your community since 1965 because they care.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the week. Interested as to why Coach Osavet called a timeout there.
I think he's, I don't know. Maybe they've got a fake. Surely not, because that kind of lets you know.
Yeah.
Everybody in the whole stadium know. Hey, they got something special cooked up here.
It looks like their punter is Spencer Kepley. And Kepley going to punt this football away. Listed.
We sent a trainer and a doctor over? What's going on? Sidelines.
Did the chain guy get knocked down or something? Oh, wow. You see Coach Osavet on your screen there. Going to check it out.
Oh, I think he's, yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no.
I'm not sure what that is.
They've got a medical situation going on. Oh, I don't like that. That's not good. So
here comes the stretcher.
While they figure that out, we're going to take a break.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back to your OEB Law Game of the week. I think we've got that medical situation handled. Hope that young man is okay, as he's getting medical attention right now. And they brought out a stretcher, but he's not on it. So he is able to walk off, and now he's being tended to. So, like I said, I hope that young man is okay.
Yeah, that was scary.
So, Heritage is going to come out and maybe punt this football away. Like you said, you don't take a timeout to set up a fake, I wouldn't think. Spencer Kepley is the punter on this team. He's a senior, and other than punting, he's also listed as a defensive lineman. A little bit of a high snap, Kepley.
A little bit of a rugby kick.
Yeah, and and it's an end over ender. And oh boy, we've got some extracurriculars.
Yeah, that was looked like WWE right there, a little suplex.
Yeah. This one's getting, it's been getting a little bit chippy. And we've not had a flag for any extra stuff going on.
Not yet.
Not yet. I have a feeling, though, that probably going to happen.
Just out of frame.
So because all that was going on, I didn't even tell you that the ball was down to the 17-yard line. So got a Hammers first and 10. And Clinton has 3:38 left in this first half to try to make something happen. Keith, pistol set. Handoff, straight up the middle. Goodness.
Straight ahead.
Gets all the way up to, looks like they're going to give him the 15, and that will make it a 2nd and 2.
Goins on the carry.
I'm trying to see, man. These Clinton numbers are so hard to see. But we have another handoff, and this is going to be good enough for a Hammers first and 10. And is that an 8 or is that a 0?
Goins once again. It's a Dragon first down.
I believe that was an 8.
I
believe that's Damon Marable.
Yeah.
And they've been using a lot of different running backs.
They've rotated a lot of backs through tonight.
And now Goins is in the game. Keith hands off to Goins. Goins met behind the line of scrimmage, but breaks that tackle. And he'll get up to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 9 will make it 2nd and 1. Clinton running all over this Heritage team.
Yeah, they're getting like 8-9 yards a pop.
Cyrus Smith on the stop. Goins on the carry.
Yeah, that's one you've got to bring the leather to and shoot the arms, lock him up, and then hang on so everybody else can get over there.
That guy on your screen right there, that's the quarterback's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach Darrell Keith. Pistol set for Key.
He's out.
Under pressure, but man, comes outside the pocket and gets upfield. He is in Mountaineer territory. Coach Osavet not happy at all.
They brought good pressure.
Yeah.
And he just kind of squeaked out, and here he goes.
First down, Dragon. I don't know who it was.
So again, ball at the 48-yard line.
He might be the most mobile quarterback we've seen this year.
And you know what? He doesn't run it all that much.
No.
Pistol set again, man in motion. Handoff Goins. And Goins is going to get up to the 45-yard line and pick up a 3. There's a flag in the backfield.
Smith on the tackle. There is a flag on the play.
And we'll have to see what it was. It's a holding on Clinton.
Against the Dragon.
And that's what I mean, that's in the area of holding.
It's kind of what you think, but right there, yeah. Yeah, okay. The old bulldog technique.
So that came out right about where Keith was standing. I didn't see the hold, and so I did see Keith kind of end up on the ground though, and I was wondering if it wasn't some sort of personal foul against Heritage there, but it wasn't.
Unnecessary roughness or something, yeah.
So after the 10-yard penalty, Hammers first and 20. Keith, straight drop, gets it out quickly, and he's going to be called down. Yeah, they're gonna say that Braylon Taylor, I guess his forearms came down.
Yeah, they said his elbow forearm was on the ground.
Yeah, definitely was. So now you've got a 2nd and 17. That was just to pick up 3. Keith sends trips to his right. Pistol set again. Handoff goes to Goins. Goins.
He's out.
Look at that. Has a sideline, and he's still on his feet somehow. And he's still on his feet somehow.
Yeah.
He's in the end zone. Sabre Beauchamp, touchdown, Clinton, Jawan Goins.
That's amazing right there.
Unreal, 55-yard run for Goins. And that leaves just 39.6 seconds left to go in this half. So now Emmanuel Ortiz will line up to attempt this extra point. 3 for 3 tonight so far. Snap, set. That kick is blocked. So he won't get this one. And Clinton now leads 27-7 as we check out this Chuck Fleischman replay before we go to break.
Just a gap inside, and then it becomes a foot race.
How did he stay in bounds here? That is amazing. That is amazing.
That is amazing.
And then to keep going, what a run by Jawan Goins.
Here we go, Billy. Swing hard.
As your local agent, I know you. I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the Week, so we get set for another Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff. Clinton leads it with 39.8 seconds, I think is what that scoreboard says. They got some lights they need to replace. Scores of interest. Early in the second quarter, Anderson County leads South Doyle 14-10.
Ortiz to kick off for the Dragons.
At halftime, Maryville leads Farragut 7-3. As Ortiz's kickoff is short and on the ground.
Ortiz kickoff down by Malcolm.
And it will be down at the, looks like they're going to give him the 41. Between the 41 and the 42.
Yeah.
And that's where Heritage will have this Hammers 1st and 10. So 39 seconds on the clock. Heritage still has 2 timeouts.
And they get the ball second half, so if they can get anything point-wise here and then come back the first possession of the third quarter, then you can see them get back into it.
So Deck starts out 5 wide, then gets some orbital motion, and a pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, that front is just putting pressure. They brought 5, so they had an extra rusher.
Yeah, and Travis dove for that like he was going to try to catch it, but better that he didn't. 5 wide again. Deck staying exactly where he is. Now steps up in the pocket, runs into his own guy, and now he's in trouble. Ball floats up into the air. Or did it?
Did it? I thought I saw it in the air.
I thought I did too. Did he catch it?
I think he caught his own pass.
Oh, we'll have to see the Chuck Fleischman replay.
His own fumble.
Might have been seeing stuff. It's getting close to Halloween. Might have been a spirit.
Now, this is just 4 rushers, but they do a good job of getting after him.
Oh, the ball didn't come up.
No, it didn't come up.
Yeah. He pump faked. And then the clock ran out. So that is the end of this first half. Clinton well in control. Unless, did we get a timeout? Nobody's going to the locker room.
But there's zeros, there's at 12.
Okay, so they put 12 seconds back up on the clock. So that's not the end of the first half. So Heritage took a timeout. And And while they're doing that, let's talk about Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big, too small. They do them all. Call Big Orange Tree Service for all your tree and stump needs. 865-414-5499. Fully insured and qualified. Full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, and leaf removal. Just call Jason Stiltner. 865-414-5499. So,
did you ever see the official signal a timeout?
I did not. I certainly didn't. Heritage. Deck handoff. This goes to Bowers. And Bowers gets back up to about the original line of scrimmage, goes out of bounds. 6.1 seconds left in this first half. So I think Heritage could run a play here and take 6 seconds off the clock, essentially, you would think.
You would think.
But they're not going to try it. Instead, they're going to line up to punt. As Kepley comes back onto the field. Back deep to receive for Clinton is Damian Level.
You know, I think I would put my block on right here.
And Clinton instead will go safe. And that ball will roll out of bounds at the 15-yard line with zeros on the clock. So that right there is how the first half will come to a close. Clinton dominating, especially on the ground, all over Heritage. They lead at 27-7. Halftime activities on the way on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach, to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
First Baptist Church, Clinton, Elijah and Bob Bounty, Phil and Tipton, Will and Julie Julian, Rodney Coker, Nancy and Tommy and Sherry York with TNS Painting, Performance Truck, Rusty Wallace Chevrolet of Clinton, Loudoun County, Reynolds. Ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely pleased to present the award-winning 2023 Clinton High School Marching Band.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Our story starts with a promise made to the communities of East Tennessee. A promise to always look forward, to the horizon, and past it. A promise to help you live well. At Covenant Health, whenever you enter one of our hospitals, visit any of our physicians, or talk to us on the phone, we will welcome you and your family as one of our own. Because it's about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
On-Site Care in Kingston is accepting new patients. Nurse practitioner Candace Templeton has over 25 years of healthcare experience in offering management of chronic care conditions. On-Site Care offers free sports physicals for established patients. Plus, On-Site Care offers hormone replacement therapy with compounded pellets. And now On-Site Care welcomes Darren Wright, a board-certified family nurse practitioner who will be accepting new patients. Call 865-285-9588 to schedule an appointment at On-Site Care.
What time do we need to meet you after all that? Because I'll just come meet you wherever.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Heritage High School Marching Mountaineers.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker, two amazing bands just took the field, and now we're going to get some warm-ups, but do want to give a shout-out to Ron Meredith's son, Trey, a senior on that Clinton band, so I want to give him a shout-out and say congratulations to him. Plays saxophone for this Clinton band, so Trey Meredith, senior, playing his what's probably the last home game for the football season. So
yeah, I would say so.
I've been trying to go through and look at scores right now and compare them to the playoff scenarios and see what's going on. There were a couple scores that were slightly surprising to me, and I will tell you what I know. I know last check, Greenville was up 13-10 over Elizabethton, and that is still the score that is showing. Anderson County was in a close battle with South Doyle. I think we looked up and that was 14-10 just a moment ago, but now Anderson County leads right before halftime 28-10. So the Mavericks just blew that score wide open out of nowhere, which is what they can do.
They can score quick.
Early in the second quarter, Bledsoe County leads Oneida 14-0. So that one is for playoff positioning. The winner of that gets that second seed in Region 2 AA. The loser gets third. Maryville up at halftime over Farragut 7-3. So if Maryville holds on and wins that game, then the four teams will be set in Class 6A in Region 2, and that would be Bradley Central, Bearden, Maryville, and Cleveland. So, how about we give a shout out to Wartburg up at halftime over Tellico Plains, 19-13. So
that's their senior night as well. So
Unicoi County and Johnson County, that also for playoff positioning, and Unicoi County up 21-8 at halftime. So South Green Hampton playing for AA Region 1 playoff positioning. South Green leads at halftime 7-6. So that is a defensive battle. And in the third quarter, Class 6A Region 1 battle. Science Hill, Dobbins Bennett knotted up at 7.
Another defensive battle.
It is. So you said that the TSSAA does random draws. I don't know. I don't know. I'm putting on my tinfoil hat. I think they got these figured out so they can have these really good matchups final week of the season.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, right?
Yeah.
It's totally random. But we've had some really good matchups this final week, the last 2 weeks, really, of the season.
And I honestly expected our game tonight to be a really close game. I thought it might be one of those, like, first 1 to 40 wins or something like that.
Right.
But Clinton has dominated with its defense and with the ground game.
Absolutely.
And the Dragons are up 27-7 as we get ready to start our third quarter with a Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff. Emmanuel Ortiz doesn't really kick it deep. See what he elects to do here. It's a high spinner, and it is going to hit the ground and go right into the hands of Bowers, and yeah, that's going to draw a flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I thought there could have been a couple late hits that have been called in this game so far, and I think we've seen one. But yeah, that was definitely one. You see on the Chuck Fleischman replay, Bowers. He was out of bounds clearly and got hit by 2 players.
Yeah, he was out of bounds and had sort of relaxed. You could see his body kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah, he'd already taken 2 steps out of bounds. Completely unnecessary. And the thing about this Clinton team, man, is they are so talented. And I think, like, this could be a coming out party for them, just going off on this Heritage team. But you can't have mistakes like that if you're going to go on the road first round of the playoffs trying to pull off an upset. So Wesley Deck on Hammers 1st and 10. Keeps it himself, picks up 3 yards.
Little student body left right here. We're just going to get sweep left. Gets a lead blocker out in front of him.
Yeah, you know what was interesting about that particular set right there? You see, like, Josh Heupel last year had the stacked wide receivers out wide screen, and now I see a lot of people do stacked wide receivers. They had 3 stacked wide receivers on that last play, and I don't know that I have seen that. As Deck unloads over the middle, this pass is complete, and heading for the end zone. He's in. I don't see a flag. That is a Sabre Beauchamp touchdown. Heritage. Dominic Stevens, 54 seconds into this third quarter.
That was a quick strike.
And you kind of just, I kind of expected that from Heritage all night, honestly. But Deck looked right, like he was going to hit the guy out of the backfield, and instead moves his eyes back over the middle, and Stevens was wide open.
I'm going to say the middle was wide open right there.
Then the rest was Stevens just getting to the end zone. So Artiga on to attempt this extra point, snap, set, kick on the way. It's good, and just like that, Heritage back within 2 scores. The Mountaineers cut it 27-14 in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Boy, what about that? It took 54 seconds for Heritage to get into the end zone.
Less than a minute.
So you had a decent return by Bowers, and then you tack on the 15-point penalty, or the 15-yard penalty, and then, yeah, you hit the end zone 2 plays later.
Yeah, there was a little confusion in the back end. I think the back going in motion moved somebody in the back end.
It's now another Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff. Artiga set to kick this one deep. Looks like Goins is back there. And this one takes a great bounce. And it will go into the end zone, but it touched the player first, so we still play. And a great return is Damian Level now reverses his field.
He's got some blockers.
Look at this.
He's still running.
Finally, run out of bounds. Did a ton of running on that play. And a great return because The way that ball was kicked, it kind of landed perfectly and then spun into, like, it was catchable, what looked like by level. Just mishandled it a little bit and then had to go back into his end zone to get it. Look at this Chuck Fleischman replay. Goes right. Now he's the furthest right on the field. Nobody else is that far right. And he's just going to run to the other sideline. No big deal.
And then he got a little convoy going in front of him here.
And then he ends up farther left than anyone else on the field. Goes out of bounds. Ball spotted at the Dragon 46-yard line. That's where they have the Hammers 1st and 10. Handoff. Goins. Jawan Goins has enough for the Hammers 1st and 10, but there are flags in the backfield. Right around where a hold would be called.
Yeah, right there at the point of attack.
That's what it is.
Holding against the Dragon.
Yeah, these penalties, man. Clinton's so talented. But if they're gonna try to make a run in the playoffs, they gotta get some of that laundry off the field.
You gotta clean that up. You sure do.
Ten-yard penalty makes it a Hammers 1st and 20. Keith with Goins in the backfield. Single wide out to either side. Goins rolls to his right. And then look, wow, what a beautiful pass by Joshua Keith. And that's hauled in by Wesley Phillips.
That was a nice throw and catch right there. Well executed.
Up to the 47-yard line, a pickup of 17 makes it 2nd and 3. And it's not surprising that Joshua Keith is going to be playing on Saturdays.
Not at all.
Keith, handoff Goins up the middle. Looks, now spins out. Doesn't have anything up the middle, so he spins and breaks it outside and is finally brought down around the 30-yard line. He needed 3. He got quite a bit more than that.
Yeah, 3 plus.
Pickup of 18, I want to say.
Yeah, they had it shut off at the point of attack, and he just got outside and made something happen. Athletes all over the field tonight.
Hit that spin move. Clinton's got a Hammers 1st and 10, 30 yards from the goal line. Going still in at tailback. They're going to send 2 wide receivers to the right, an H-back to the right, and a single wide receiver to the short side of the field. Here's Keith, and he's going to unload.
For all of it.
Looking for the end zone, and that pass is incomplete. Dominic Stevens on the coverage there, and really good coverage by Stevens.
I was going to say it was nice coverage. Little hand fighting both sides, so they let it go.
Yeah, and you see that. He says, and then you got some jaw in there. Like, you know, a lot of times officials don't let that stuff go, but we've seen a lot of that from both sides tonight.
Yeah, and it's gone both ways.
It has, yeah. It's not one way or the other. Pistol set. Handoff Goins. Starts right, now goes back inside, and he is tackled at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Heritage does a nice job of playing this inside out.
Goins on the carry.
They don't get knocked off the ball all that much, and then they're able to, from outside, squeeze it down.
So in the first half, Clinton dominated with the ground game. Keith overthrows his intended target.
Yeah, a little high right there. Protection was good. They're moving the pocket just a little bit.
Yeah, that time he was trying to throw it to Goins. Just a little high. 4th and 10, not really in an area where a punt gives you a whole lot. So the offense stays on the field. Keith Sends 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Goins in the backfield with him. Fakes the handoff to Goins. Now sets up the screen. The pass is high. Goins still caught it, but for no gain. And Heritage is going to take over on downs.
They had that one diagnosed pretty quick.
And Goins a little bit slow to get up. He got popped. On the tackle for Heritage, Hayden Giffen.
Yeah, he's the field corner. And was able to come up and make a really nice open field tackle.
So Heritage scored very quickly on the first drive of the second half. Let's see what they do this time. Handoff goes to Bowers. Bowers has the right sideline. Pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Just a little jet sweep. He gets the edge. Yeah, about a yard, maybe.
Yeah. 2nd and 1. Deck takes a snap. Now, Clinton bringing pressure. Deck rolls out and throws this one away. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I like the call. 2nd and 1. Take a shot because you can always come back 3rd and 1.
So Chuck Fleischman replay shows that Marble came, he came off the edge from his safety spot.
Crashing down.
And he's coming again when he laid Thomas Bowers out.
Yeah, that's a big time hit right there.
As Deck keeps it. Goodness. Watch this Chuck Fleischman replay. He didn't give Deck an opportunity to hand that ball off.
Blew him up.
But that will give Heritage a Hammers 1st and 10. Ball at the 41-yard line. Empty set now. Deck pass off the intended target's hand and incomplete. That's dangerous. Popped up in the air.
That time they'd move Marable over here to their defensive right and watch him get to the flat because they diagnosed a pass over there. He covers so much ground.
Pistol set, 3 wideouts to the near side. Ooh, and they jumped. And there's the flag.
There's the flag.
Didn't know if they were going to call it at first, but they got it. 5-yard penalty will make it a 2nd and 15. One of the receivers went early.
Pre-snap penalties.
And it's week 11, so you hope to not see so many of those.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a coach.
Yeah, you hope.
So Wesley Deck facing a 2nd and 15. Gets the play call from the sideline. Looks like they'll stay in the same formation. Well, I'll say that, but now he sends a man in motion, and the play clock runs out. Delay a game.
Oh, my goodness.
Coach Osevet can't be happy about that.
Because after that penalty, you get a 25-second play clock, not a 40-second play clock.
Yeah.
And so you got to be about your business on the 25-second play clock.
And if Heritage wants to make a comeback, there's still plenty of time in this game.
Absolutely.
But you got 10 yards and penalties right here. It's 2nd and 20, thanks to 2 straight pre-snap penalties. And Marable comes up. And look at that. He does it again. And that pass is picked off. And out of bounds is Derek Bean. Heads up play. Gosh, Marable again. He just blitzed, took out the potential ball carrier, and then went after the quarterback. So the quarterback was rushed.
Now watch the end of this. Pretty big hit.
Ooh.
On Stevens.
Yeah. Yeah.
First down for the Dragons.
I think he got his bell rung a little bit.
Ball spotted at the, what is it, the 21-yard line. Hammers 1st and 10. Keith out of the pistol. Fakes the handoff, keeps himself, and not a lot there.
Not a lot.
Gets up to the 19. We'll call it a 2-yard gain and make it 2nd and 8.
Francis on the stop for Heritage.
And that is Feltz in the backfield with him, so he faked the handoff to Feltz. And Feltz will stay in at tailback.
Weber, they're just kind of floating on that end, waiting. Did a nice job of turning all that in.
Handoff, this goes to Feltz. And Feltz gets across the 15, down to the 14.
Nice gain.
Yeah, that'll make it 3rd and 3.
Third down for the Dragons.
Just did a good job right there, following blockers. So operating out of the pistol set. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff Feltz. Feltz finds a seam and is tackled at the 6-yard line. That's enough for a Hammers 1st and goal.
Had a little extracurricular in the back of the end zone there. I don't know if we'll pick it up on the camera. If you look in the back of the end zone, you're going to see.
First and goal for the Dragons.
No, I didn't make the replay.
From the 8-yard line.
You had a wide receiver for Clinton and a defensive back for Heritage, kind of tangoing in the back of the end zone.
Keith will follow Feltz and won't get anywhere. He is stopped in the backfield. A loss of about 1. 2nd and goal.
Napier on the stop for the Mountaineers.
See the Chuck Fleischman replay here. He followed Feltz. But credit for Heritage, that defender coming off of his block.
Napier.
Yeah, Riley Napier.
Did a really good open field tackle on a guy that's pretty hard to tackle.
And he came off of his block right after Feltz had gone by, so Feltz couldn't help with that. So now Marable's going to be in the backfield for Clinton. Keith, low snap, takes it. Now he's going to throw it to the corner of the end zone. Jump ball is caught, but out of bounds. Looked like he was bobbling it a little bit as he went out.
There is a little height advantage there for the receiver.
Yeah, it looked like that's what they were trying to take advantage of.
That's level, right? Did I read that number right?
No, that's Phillips.
Phillips, okay.
That's their first of the second half.
Got a good look at it right there. Yeah, he comes down out of bounds. Oh, we got a timeout? Okay, well, this timeout's going to be brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. They service what they sell with in-house factory-trained appliance service technicians.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the week out of this timeout for Clinton. They will be facing a 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Scores of interest for you. Hampton up on South Green 12-7. Greenville at half up on Elizabethton 13-10. Sides Hills opened it up on Dobbins Bennett. Now that score is 21-7.
Ooh.
3rd and goal. Keith. Drops. Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. So now, a 4th and goal from the 8.
Scrimmage brings up 4th down.
Yeah, we're going to go for it here. Be interesting to see what this play call is.
Let's see. 1 wide receiver to either side.
Got a tight end.
Got a tight end to the right. Looks like that's where this play is going. Keith rolls that way. Lets this ball go, and it is short and incomplete. And Clinton cannot take advantage of the interception. The Dragons turn the ball over on downs. And Heritage will have the Hammers 1st and 10 from the Heritage 8-yard line, rather.
Worst field position that we've seen for Heritage in the second half here.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mountaineers had excellent field position all game long.
Play clock's at 10.
Close in the boundary, guys. Watch the boundary. Watch the boundary. Watch the boundary.
Play clock's at 5. 3, 2. All right, there's the snap to Deck. Deck rolls to his right. That pass is incomplete.
Little play action. Working to the boundary right there. He's got a nice arm.
He does.
What's the trajectory on this pass? It's nice flat. It's not going to float.
Threw it behind the intended target. 2nd and 10. Marible's coming.
And got him.
Yeah.
From the backside.
Whew. Guy's good.
He's up slow too. Deck's hobbled a little bit.
Yeah. So you see Marible's coming and then dove at him and got him. Coming off that edge, man,
he's quick. He's lightning quick.
A Purdue Boilermaker commit.
Yes.
Now Deck, empty set, takes a snap, gets this one away quickly, and it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the pass. Incomplete.
4th down.
Yep. So Clinton forces the 3 and out. And that pass.
Oh, I don't know what's going on right there.
Uh-oh. I didn't see it. I was watching the Chuck Fleischman replay. I was going to say that pass should have been completed, but Chauncey Felts poked it out.
Well, we're writing numbers down. That's never a good sign.
Okay, so, and then it would have been slightly after this.
Okay, the call unsportsmanlike. Both teams.
Okay.
It'll be 4th down at the spot.
So offsetting penalties.
I think the talk got a little less talk, a little more action.
Yeah. So Kepley on to punt this one away. And that's not a great punt, but Level goes and gets it, picks it up off the ground, reverses his field, is almost tripped up, and then tackled at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he stumbled. and then they caught up with him.
So it looked really ugly, but it was effective.
Yeah.
Because that ball rolled a long way. As I say, yeah, level tried to use the official for a screen. So Clinton hammers first and 10 at the Dragon 39-yard line. 2:29 left to play in this third quarter. Run a guy on late.
Looks like we're going with a heavy set right here.
This is, yeah, interesting.
The Wildcat with
Feltz. And Feltz gets across the 40. They'll give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Smith there at the will linebacker spot came up and made a really nice play on that.
What would you call that? Like a triple wing?
Yeah. Kind of a Wildcat overload left. That's a Wildcat overload right.
Now they're doing it again.
They pulled.
Yeah, and Feltz goes to the left, and he's got enough for a Hammers first and 10. I think
he's got it.
Yeah, okay.
They overloaded the right and then pulled 2 of those back to the left and gave them extra blockers.
So that's interesting. Clinton going power right now, which makes sense. You got a 2-score lead. Keep the ball on the ground. Try to pick up first downs.
Work the clock.
Keep it out of Heritage's hands. Same thing. Except this isn't Feltz, I don't think. No, that's Marable. And Marable gets into Mountaineer territory. Ball spotted at the 45.
I think the other thing this really does is it's going to wear down on the Heritage defense. They're kind of leaning on them right now.
Marable again picks up 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Campbell on the stop. 3rd down, Dragon.
So Marable will stay in at that Wildcat.
Like McCampbell on the tackle right there.
Overloading the left side and pulls again 2 guys. And Marable fighting for yardage. He's going to be really close to this first down.
I'm going to say he's right there at the 40. And I think it's enough for a first down. Yeah, they're moving the chains.
Yep. Got just enough. Needed to get the 40.
First down, Dragon.
So Hammers first and 10. And now Feltz is back out there. Clinton doesn't have to run another play, and they're not gonna. The third quarter comes to a close. Heritage cut into the lead by 1 score, but not enough. Clinton driving. We've got the final quarter of our regular season coming up on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, so we get set to start this fourth quarter. And you see Goins down there talking to head coach Darrell Keith. So here's an interesting scoring update for you. Midway through the fourth, Farragut and Maryville tied at 10. Tied at 10, midway through the fourth.
There we go, staying with the power.
Let's see. That's Feltz. Feltz is going to throw out of this thing. Look at that. Set up beautifully to Wesley Phillips. Wow. And he's in the end zone for the Sabre Beauchamp. Touchdown, Clinton. Wow. You go power, power, power. Set that up perfectly. And Feltz throws a touchdown pass.
Yeah. Snuck Phillips out on the play action. And he's all by himself.
Look at that. So the first play of the fourth quarter sees Clinton put 6 more on the board. Now Ortiz on to attempt the extra point. Snap, set. That kick is up. That one's good. So now the Dragons lead by 20 once again with 8 seconds gone from our fourth quarter in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Hey, you football coach, man, you got to appreciate what just happened here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just old school football. I mean, power, 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 power. And then once you catch them cheating up to take away the power, then you throw the pass over top the defense.
Yeah, and because you do a wildcat out of that, you don't necessarily think that your back is going to throw out of that.
No, you really don't.
So, getting set for a Daniel Forster for Chancellor kickoff.
It was a nice pass too. I mean, it wasn't, one of those wobbly, wounded ducks.
A low kick taken up off a bounce by Bowers at the 19-yard line. And Bowers hits a hole, and he is quickly up the field in a foot race. No flags on the field. Sabre Beauchamp, touchdown Heritage.
Wow, that was quick.
So 20 seconds is gone from the fourth quarter, and so far we've seen 13 points scored.
That's amazing to me.
The kick was low, so it doesn't give your defenders long to get down there.
The third quarter we had 1 touchdown.
Yep.
And then already, 20 seconds gone?
Yeah, just 20 seconds.
We've got 2 touchdowns.
So, on to attempt this extra point. It's Artiga, and he kicks it clear into the road. Yeah. And so, Heritage cuts it back to 13. 20 seconds gone from the fourth quarter in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week, and we have now reached the point in the game where concessions are half off.
Half off on the concessions.
And I've got to be here. That's very unfortunate. There's nothing better than food that's on sale. I can't think of anything better.
The value, right? You're looking for value.
That's it, yeah. And that I can vouch for the concession stand here at Clinton. Both times we came here this year, I got something from there and really enjoyed both of them.
They do a good job.
They do. Daniel Forster for Chancellor sponsoring this kickoff. Once again, Artiga will kick it deep. We assume. I don't know. He might.
He may squib it.
You have a lot of Clinton players up close. But he does kick this one deep, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. First one of those we've seen tonight.
I'm going to say that's about half a yard into the end zone.
Yep. So that means that Clinton will take over with a Hammers 1st and 10 at the Dragon 20-yard line. Or Heritage will come back out on defense. And is Clinton going to do the same thing? The power, or was that just to set up the pass? Or I mean, I don't see why you'd change it now, since it's been working for you.
I was going to say, it's been working.
But that does look like Joshua Keith coming back out there.
Yeah. Quarterback's back.
So Clinton will line up in the pistol, and Heritage will adjust accordingly. Handoff goes to Goins. Goins, look at this. Running room for Goins again. Spins out of a tackle, and he's still on his feet. Reverses his field. Gets to the left sideline. Crosses the midfield line, and is knocked out of bounds. What a run by Jawan Goins.
Wow.
They're going to spot it at the 37-yard line of Heritage.
As he gets the cutback lane, he's going to come straight toward the camera and watch him run. Here he goes.
43-yard gain that you're seeing there on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Those chunk plays. That's when you get yardage in big chunks.
Keith takes a snap, straight drop. And he's firing for the end zone. The pass is overthrown. Trying to get Maddox that time. And Maddox had his guy beat.
Yeah, he had inside position.
And he had single coverage there. Clinton just hasn't been able to hit a lot of those deep passes. But, you know, it keeps Heritage honest.
Well, yeah.
Keeps them from pinning their ear back to stop the run.
Yeah, they're having to bring safeties up to help with the run game for sure.
Tight set now. Handoff Goins. Goins gets up to about the 32-yard line.
He runs hard. He runs so hard.
Pick up a 5, and it will be 3rd and 5.
Third down, Dragon.
Yeah, watch the Chuck Fleischman replay. He's not afraid of contact.
No, he doesn't avoid the contact at all. Tries to explode through the contact.
And Heritage shows blitz.
Yeah.
And it is coming. Keith quickly gets this one out, and immediately that play's blown up.
He's gobbled up.
And that breaks up 4th and 6. A loss of 1 on that play.
4th down for the Dragons.
Yeah, that was Damian Level. And again, unless you line up and let Keith do a quick kick, really no point in punting here.
No, I think we'll go for it.
3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Man in the backfield is Goins. Keith from the shotgun formation. Rolls to his left, and that pass is tipped and incomplete for a turnover on downs. And Keith is upset. He was immediately under pressure.
Smith was in the backfield immediately.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Smith. I'm sorry. Who was that? 42.
I'll tell you who it was. That was Spencer Kepley.
Kepley. There you
punter
go.
/ defensive lineman.
Okay.
So Clinton trying to run its defense on as Heritage goes 5 wide. Wesley, deck, snap, throw, pass falls incomplete.
Just let him run inside, Jason.
Trying to get Davidson there.
Stay on it. All concessions in the band and the football are now half off. Season ending price. You got your chance to get half off. You got stacked.
So now, the stack wide receivers I was talking about earlier, that's what Heritage has done. Handoff goes to Bowers, though, and Bowers gets up to the 40. He'll be 3 yards shy of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, when you get the wide receivers that wide, you take those tweener players, those overhang players, and you take them out of the run game.
So Deck now with 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Deck, quarterback keeper all the way, he's got enough for the first down. As he plows over a defender to get there.
Yeah, that's just real simple football.
Watch this at the end.
There you go.
Deck is a very special player. Hammers 1st and 10. The Heritage 47-yard line. Deck looks over the middle. That pass is complete, and wow. The boom got laid down.
Yeah, great throw and catch.
That's Travis on the catch.
Travis on the reception, right on the tackle.
And immediately tackled by Bo Wright. 2nd and 2. Deck takes a snap, looks to set up the option play,
pitch.
And Bowers runs out of bounds, but he'll have enough for the Hammers 1st and 10.
A little speed option right there.
It's enough for the Heritage first down.
And Deck kept it alive as long as he could to draw the defenders over.
Yeah, the quarterback's got to take the ball to the end to draw him in so it opens the pitch up.
Now we've got whistles.
Substitution violation.
So Heritage got up to the line to snap it really fast. I guess Clinton was trying to sub. They couldn't get out fast enough. That's a 5-yard penalty, makes it Hammers 1st and 5. And still Heritage has a lot of time.
Yeah. No need to be in a big hurry.
Clinton stacking a box, stacked wide receivers on the outside. And Deck breaks out of a tackle. And wow, what a move by Deck. He's going to be down at the 19-yard line. That's enough for another Hammers 1st and 10.
They brought pressure, and he was just able to slip out. Marable almost had him.
Yeah, Wesley Deck, that's a great player. And now, look at this. He's in the end zone. That's Dylan Burgess. That is a Sabra Beauchamp touchdown, Heritage.
They had a double post called, and I thought he was going to throw it to the first post. But he just went over top of that one to Burgess.
Boy, Burgess made a great move there, too, as soon as he caught the ball. Artiga on to attempt this extra point, and if it's good, this is a 7-point ball game. No, I'm sorry, it's a 6-point ball game if this is good. And it is. Folks, we got a 1-score game, and not only that, it's a 6-point game.
Is your local agent?
We'll be back for the OEB Law Game of the Week.
I know every Saturday your son Billy plays Little League. We sponsor his team. And we know you love parking way too close to the field. That's why we tailor a unique policy for you and your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
I want to apologize to Auto Owners Insurance. Talked all over the beginning of their commercial there. But here's the Chuck Fleischman replay. This is the play before, so
yeah, this is the long run.
This is what set it up. So this will be the touchdown play. So Deck quickly up, sent Bowers in motion, took the snap, looked over the middle. Look at that, yeah, there's that double post. And then Dylan Burgess just stopped on a dime and then spun back the other way.
Adjusted the ball and they made a nice catch.
And Heritage is back within 6, just like that. So here's our Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff. Artiga going to kick this one deep. And it will go into the end zone for another touchback. Clinton will have it at the Dragon 20-yard line with the Hammers 1st and 10. Yeah, I think at the start of this fourth quarter, Clinton scored to make it a 20-point game. And then Heritage returns kickoff for a touchdown. Gets a stop, then goes down and scores.
We now have a 6-point game.
And so now if you're Clinton, if you can get into the end zone, you got to think about going for 2.
I think you do. Every coach has that little chart, right?
Yeah. Pistol set, 2 wideouts either side, handoff straight up the middle. And bottled up is Goins.
They still never got him down.
No. I believe they'll give him a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9.
And they're kind of ripping at the ball in there too.
Yeah. Same formation. Keith rolls to his left, passes it, and it's incomplete. Dropped on the play by Maddox. That was a great thrown ball.
Yeah, I've seen him make that catch a lot.
See on the Chuck Fleischman replay. Keith put that one right on the money. And Maddox knows it.
Yeah, should have been caught. Like Coach Joe Lane said, next play.
That's right.
Next play.
3rd and 9, Keith. Straight drop. Now under pressure. Gets out of it. Gets his ball away somehow.
Oh.
And with a lot of running room is Damian Level. And Level, the play is blown dead, but he's got enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. Wherever they mark it. Looks like they're going to give him the 49-yard line.
Yeah.
What a play by Keith here.
Yeah.
Gets out of that tackle, rolls, and then on the run gets rid of it.
Extends the play, and then finds his receiver downfield.
And then Level's got speed, and he was barely out of bounds. So pistol set now. Keith hands off to Goins. Goins immediately met, breaks out of that tackle. What is going on? What is going on? Jawan Goins in the middle of the field. Unbelievable. He's down at the 26-yard line. That is insane. 25-yard gain.
Hitting the backfield. 5 yards deep in the backfield. Shakes loose.
This Chuck Fleischman replay is going to be long, so stay with us. Look at this. What is this?
And here he comes.
That shouldn't be possible. Jawan Goins.
What was the PlayStation code? Circle.
That's how you hit a spin move.
There you go.
Keith, handoff Goins again, because why not? Goins, nice jump cut, but then he's brought down from behind from the first guy that missed the tackle. And that's Cyrus Smith. 3-yard gain, makes it 2nd and 7. But yeah, you see how Goins is carrying that ball out?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be careful here.
Gotta be careful.
2 wideouts on the boundary side. Wideout far out to the left side. And now running a little kind of reverse play. And look at this.
Still running.
This is Jarius Hunley. Is there a flag? No, there's not a flag.
I don't see one.
So that's a Saberbow champ. Touchdown, Clinton!
Wow.
It's not a one-score game anymore.
Well, you know, sign of a good team is they respond. And on this drive, Clinton's responded.
Boy, I like that. They set that wide receiver way out to the left and then ran the ball that way. And now Clinton is going to take a timeout. They want to talk about this because they're going to go for 2 here. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, hiring now for sales, delivery techs, and service techs. Find them on Indeed to apply.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
So back to the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for another Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff. You know, it's funny. Hey, I said, when was it? I guess it was in the second quarter. I said, you know, I really thought this might be a first to 40 wins kind of game. Clinton just hit 40.
Clinton just hit 40. In about the middle of the third quarter, I thought, probably ain't happening.
It didn't look like it.
No.
Didn't look like it at all. Farragut beats Maryville.
Wow.
13-10 is the final.
Wow.
So much for Maryville having things figured back out.
Yeah.
And what a win for Eddie Courtney and those Farragut Admirals. They're not going to make the playoffs, but man, they've had a rough season. It's a good way to cap it off. Goins with the keeper. Tries to get outside. He's not going to get there. So guess what? He's just going to try to get to the other side. Goins loses like 18 yards on the play. He's got to be tired.
I was going to say, man, he's probably got 250 yards of running.
Yeah.
You know.
2-point conversion is no good. So Clinton leads 40-28 with 5:01 left to go in this ball game. We'll watch the Chuck Fleischman replay and remind you that this is your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Clinton maintains a 12-point lead. Only 5 minutes and a single second left for Heritage to try to come back.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but, you know, they're going to need to score pretty quick.
So your Daniel Forrester for Chancellor. Kickoff is wobbly spinner. And, yeah. So that was Dylan Burgess who caught it, and he hesitated. And Clinton said, nah.
Was that Pendergrass made the hit?
I'll tell you after this replay.
Lavelle Pendergrass, I think, is the one that makes this tackle.
He stopped and then... Yeah, Lavelle Pendergrass.
Yeah, that was a highlight reel.
Playing his final game on this field tonight. So, Hammers 1st and 10. Deck, quick slant. That pass is complete. And it is complete to Travis. Pickup of 8 makes it 2nd and 2.
And they can go quick. I mean, they're used to going pretty quick offensively.
Empty set, 5 wide. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff to Bowers. Deck steps up, pump fakes, and is brought down in the pocket at the 29-yard line. No gain on the play, makes it 3rd and 2.
Nice play. Looks like they were trying to get the ball out on the edge for a little wide receiver screen.
Deck loses his footing a little bit. He's being chased, reverses his field, and now throws this up and into the stands.
That one's up in the cheap seats.
I wonder if he looked over at that Clinton defense, tried to find Goins and said, "Hey, was that okay? Will you grade me on the way I reversed my field there?" 4th and 2. Deck lines up in the pistol. Yeah, the Clinton defense has to assume that everything is 4-down territory from this point on.
Absolutely.
Deck sends man in motion. They fake it to him. Go over the middle.
Oh.
It's Dylan Burgess wide open to the 30, to the 20. No flags on the play. Sabre Beauchamp, touchdown, Heritage.
This is about to get interesting.
Play covers 61 yards.
And that's a 4th down play.
Wow.
That looks real similar to the play they ran. They're right coming out of the half in the 3rd quarter and scored on as well.
So now, Heritage, Artiga, his extra point is up, and it's kicked off into the road again, and now Heritage not within 6 points. The Mountaineers are within 5 points. Stick around, last 3:42 left of this game coming up on the OEB Law Game of the Week. Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week, and now this is looking about exactly like I thought it would coming into this one. Daniel Forrester for Chancellor kickoff coming up, and yeah, I mean, there were some offensive lulls at certain points in this game, particularly the 2nd and 3rd quarter. Not a lot happened, but with it 1st and 4th quarter.
I gotta say, this 4th quarter has been a dandy.
Yeah. It was, I'm trying to remember the score, 27-13 coming into the 4th quarter, was it?
Something like that, yeah.
Artiga getting set to kick this one off, and you wonder what he's going to do here. You would think possibly it's a short kick, but no, Heritage is going to play field position. So this one is kicked deep, and it's going to be retrieved from the 4-yard line. And looking for running room. Not a lot is level, and level is down to the 24-yard line. And now we got a flag.
Uh-oh. And it looks like we got some extracurriculars.
I believe that's what the flag is for. These teams have been jawing back and forth at each other all night.
And you hate to see something like that because this is a tight ball game. You hate to see something like that distract from a good ball game.
A college degree can't be.
So, see the Chuck Fleischman replay here. So Heritage with 3 timeouts remaining. They're going to rely on the defense now to try to get a stop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's the flag.
And this looks like it's going to be on Heritage.
I think it will be.
Preliminary signal is dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mountaineers.
That's a 15-yard penalty. So Heritage wanted to play field position, and it was good, you know. But then you get a dead ball foul and sportsmanlike conduct penalty, and Clinton has it with a Hammers 1st and 10 at the Dragon 39-yard line.
Yeah, that's a
handoff. Goins pops it outside. Look at this guy go. A flag does come out, but Goins is still on his feet, and he's up inside the 30, down to about the 21-yard line. And it's a hold. It's coming back. Goins, man, he's slow to get up. He's got to be beat.
He's got to be tired.
Gosh, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything on that Chuck Fleischman replay. And that right there would have been a backbreaker.
That could have ended the ball game right there.
Let's look again. I guess right there.
I think it's right there.
He got his hand on the outside of the shoulder pad. Well, it came quite a bit after that, though.
They threw it at a different spot.
Yeah. So handoff. The Goins has come out of the game. And this pile's still going for Chauncey Phelps. And Phelps gets the penalty yards back. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looks like a rugby scrum right there.
Yeah. And so Clinton obviously not going to be in any kind of hurry here as we go under 3 left to play.
Yeah, they'll take their time. It probably the next little bit, Heritage is going to have to start using those 3 timeouts if they're going to have any hope of keeping some clock.
You get them in a 3rd and long here, you might see it.
Yeah.
Keith drops back to pass. Lets it go. That pass is complete. Look at that. Wesley Phillips.
Pass complete to Wesley Phillips.
So there goes the hope of that 3rd and long.
And Keith is back. He's scanning the defense. He's looking. Gets off the spot because of the pressure. Eyes still downfield. Finds Phillips.
Such a well-placed ball again. Hammers 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Handoff, Phelps up the middle. And he's going to pick up 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd and 2. And now Coach Osavet calls his first timeout of the second half. And this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Follow them online for appliance specials, job postings, and more.
A college degree can't be.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Let's give some scoring updates for just a moment here. Science Hill Dobbins Bennett tied up at 21. They've gone to overtime. Greenville with 8 minutes left to go, and that game leads Elizabethton 20-13. Science Hill has scored in overtime. Now they lead Dobbins Bennett 28-21. Anderson County up on South Doyle 56-10. Figured that was coming. Cleveland a winner over Hardin Valley 29-3. All right, 2nd and 2 And this is a first down. That's Damon Marable. That's better than a first down. Marable goes 37 yards into the end zone for a Sabre of Beauchamp. Touchdown, Clinton. And I just kind of wonder, because Clinton could run the clock out, I wonder if Heritage let him go. It looked like they gave up a little bit, because the only way to get the ball back is to have Clinton kick it to you after they picked up that first down.
It's true.
So Emmanuel Ortiz on to attempt the extra point. It's up. It's good. New score with 2:12 left to go in the ball game. Clinton leads 47-35. See this Chuck Fleischman replay. Once he gets outside, it's just not a whole lot. Didn't look like a whole lot of effort there, but we'll see.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach, to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. I'll update you on another score, because this one is kind of blowing my mind a little bit. In the fourth quarter, Gibbs leads over Fulton 31-30.
Ooh.
We had one player, Scotty Whitten.
Daniel Forster for Chancellor. Kickoff from Ortiz is rolling on the ground, picked up at the 33-yard line, and up to about the 39 is as far as that one will go. And on the return for Heritage is Wheeler.
.203 left. 2 timeouts. Down by 12.
Now you can tie it up with 4 field goals. That's all I'm saying. All right, so Wesley Deck. 2 wideouts either side, pistol set. Sends Bowers in motion. And delay game. Oh boy. That's a penalty that shouldn't happen.
No. And that's the second one they've had tonight.
Yeah.
Coming out of the change of possession or whatever.
So Hammers 1st and 15, same set. Bowers goes in motion again. Deck all alone. Throws the ball upfield, and what is that? Burgess. Burgess picks up 18 yards for the Hammers 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 48. Heritage quickly back up to the line. Deck takes a snap, looks, and tries to hit a receiver coming back into the play, and it falls incomplete, which will stop the clock at 1:47. See the Chuck Fleischman replay here. This is the play before.
He was wide open. I would probably like him to get out of bounds there.
Yeah.
And stop that clock.
That's a good point. So now Deck, empty set, 3 wideouts to the bottom of your screen, man in motion. That's Bowers, fakes the handoff to him. Deck, 5-step drop, steps up in the pocket. Over the middle, that pass is incomplete. Looked like he was trying to hit DC Cole there.
Yeah. Clinton was able to take away the 1, 2, and the 3 read.
I wonder. Go ahead.
I was going to say, he steps up, finds his number 4 read. But that's a long time.
I wonder why you even fake that jet sweep. Nobody thinks you're running that.
Yeah, nobody's biting on that.
So empty set again. Nobody coming in motion this time. Deck unloads, and that pass ball's incomplete.
Oh,
and we got a fight. Punch is thrown.
Yeah, he's gone.
Now, see, okay. This is going to be a penalty. This is going to be a penalty on Heritage.
Yeah.
But they really could, I believe, have thrown a flag for just the excessiveness. It should have been a personal foul, in my opinion. They didn't call it.
You mean like unnecessary roughness or something like that?
Because that pass fell incomplete, and then the kid got suplexed, and he wasn't having it.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Heritage.
So they call an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Heritage. And the player got tossed. Here's the Chuck Fleischman replay. So here's what I'm talking about. Clearly he doesn't make that tackle, then gets suplexed, and then he's mad.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate, because now you put your team in really a no-win situation.
This is 4th and a bunch. And Deck going to go long down the sideline. That pass is incomplete. No flags on the play. So Heritage turns the ball over on downs, and that, my friends, is going to be able to be the end of this thing as long as Clinton can cleanly field a snap.
They've got 2 more timeouts, so they'll probably make them snap it a couple of times.
Been a pretty good swan song to our 2023 regular season.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, 82 points in this thing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have dreamed the over-under would be in the 80s.
Play clock winding down. Clinton late, and Keith will back up, and he'll lose, 8 yards on the play?
Yeah. Which sadly goes against his rushing total.
Yeah. They need to change that rule.
No, Heritage is going to let the clock run.
Yeah, get out of this thing. It's been chippy. No reason to keep it going. And so Clinton will have to snap this football one more time. And now it looks like Keith's going to snap it from under center.
That way he's not taking near the hit, statistically.
I guess that's what it is.
Well, no.
I mean, he still backs up 4 yards.
And that's it.
That is it. So, yeah, it got really chippy. I want to keep my eyes on the field before I say anything about the end of this thing. Coach Osavet is telling them, like, hey, we're not going to shake hands.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably not a bad idea. So the coaches will come out, they'll shake hands, say good game, and they'll say good luck to Clinton on the road next week. Looking like they are probably going to be at McMinn County. I saw Walker Valley was up in that game earlier, but we'll check on that. But what a game we have.
They're going ahead and shaking hands.
Okay, so they think we can
keep it civil.
Keep it civil. You gotta win with class, and you gotta lose with class.
That's exactly right.
And I like to. Everybody probably looks at it. Like I talk to youngsters when I see them, and especially like in a sports atmosphere. And they probably roll their eyes when I talk about it, but I mean, that's one thing that I love about sports, especially for a young age, is you experience those emotions. Those are real emotions that you're going to feel at different points in your life. And you get to learn how to manage those and handle those when you play sports.
Absolutely. And I've heard coaches say that football doesn't build character. Football reveals character. And then you hope that through those learning experiences that the character develops. But, how do you deal with adversity? How do you get knocked down and then get back up again? Because, in this old life we live, we're going to get knocked down sometimes. And sometimes it's hard to get back up and get back in the game of life. But this game teaches you how to do that.
Yeah, and that's really important. And I know that you can give a personal testimony on that as a cancer survivor.
Yeah.
So that's a diagnosis like that is a perfect example of what you're talking about.
Well, in the last 11 years, I've had 2 cancer diagnoses, 3 surgeries, 2 rounds of radiation. And, there were days that I just didn't want to get. I mean, that's why I got out of coaching. I don't normally tell that story, but I'll tell it tonight because cancer did take coaching away from me. And when I stepped down, it was to deal with those diagnoses. But, you got to get up and keep going. You just can't stop and say, oh, well, I'm done. No, you get up and you keep going. You find another way to battle back.
Yeah, and it's a great lesson for life. And I don't want to take something that serious and try to compare it to what these guys are facing. But you kind of, when you get out here and you face the I would say like the junior version, the bite-sized version of adversity, then it helps you be able to handle something like that a lot better than you would have if you don't have that growing up to experience.
Well, exactly. I mean, sports are kind of a microcosm of what we deal with in life. And so the anger, I had this conversation with a student today. Anger's normal. Anger's expected in certain situations, but how do you react to that anger? And do you let that anger control you, or do you control that emotion? So, and this is a great way to learn that.
Yeah. And I would say for Clinton, this thing was chippy all night long. And you gotta handle that. You have to control that because you've got a couple players here that are for sure going to be playing on Saturdays.
Absolutely.
Next year, but you have additionally a few more players on this team that could be very possibly playing football at the next level. So you got the talent. This is a team that could get an upset in that first round and possibly make a little bit of a run in playoffs. The talent is there, but they got to keep that in check. They have to.
One thing I want to commend Coach Keith on and his staff is because we were here and we saw Clinton Oak Ridge. Mm-hmm. And they got up in that game a little bit and then faded. Tonight they finished this thing, and there were times that they could have just kind of folded the tents and said, oh, here the bad stuff's happening, but they came back and they fought through the adversity, they fought through all the challenges and said, hey, let's go put some more points on the board.
That's right. When Heritage battled back into this game, Clinton responded and pushed the lead back out. Heritage never tied this thing after it was 7-7.
Right.
So Clinton just got out and would not let Heritage get back completely. And that's what I'm talking about with this team. They've learned from that. This Heritage team blew out Lenoir City. And I was talking about Lenoir City and how I felt like Clinton probably should have defeated Lenoir City. That Heritage team blew out Lenoir City. So this win right here, to get that win against Heritage, shows that Clinton, if they put it together for all 4 quarters, it's a very dangerous football team.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapons. There's a lot of athletes on the field for Clinton. And getting them all in sync and, getting everything going and maintaining your composure, because there was a couple of times tonight that this thing could have blown up and we could have had a big brawl because of, of all the things going on, and they maintained their composure.
They certainly did. So, gotcha. One last time, I want to say a big thank you, Big Orange Tree Service, and I want to let you know that no job too big or too small for them. They do them all. Call Big Orange Tree Service for all your tree and stump needs at 865-414-5499. Fully insured and qualified. Full tree removal, stump grinding, gutter cleaning, leaf removal. Just give Jason Stiltner a call. Again, that number, 865-414-5499. I want to thank all of our sponsors all year long, too, and especially tonight and the past couple weeks. Sabre Beauchamp sponsoring our touchdowns. Daniel Forrester for Chancellor handling our kickoffs. So we can't come here and do this, get this stuff on the air, if people aren't paying for advertising. Also, Chuck Fleischman has been sponsoring replays since I've been here, serving the Anderson, Roane, and Morgan counties since 2010, serving those Anderson, Roane, and Morgan counties since 2010. And Elaine Walden of East Tennessee Properties sponsoring our pregame show. Davis Funeral Homes sponsors kickoffs a lot throughout the season as well. Just Patterson's Appliance with our timeouts, just all of these sponsors. Just want to give a big shout out. And this concludes our regular season. And as far as I know, there will be no playoff game for us next week. But we should be coming back in 2 weeks, and we'll let you know all about that. Stay tuned. Follow the Facebook page, social media for BBB TV channel 1086.
1086. The channel formerly known as Channel 12.
That's right. And Brad, get that up on the screen and show me your phone one more time. Show me your phone. Oh, we're done. Okay. Is that right? Yes. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're ready to go out. Stay tuned. Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard Show coming up. And they'll talk about all the scores around the area for Brad Jones, for Dan Shoemaker. I'm Aaron Harvey, closing out this regular season of the OEB Law Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.
Our story starts with a promise made to the communities of East Tennessee. A promise to always look forward, to the horizon, and past it. A promise to help you live well. At Covenant Health, whenever you enter one of our hospitals, visit any of our physicians, or talk to us on the phone, we will welcome you and your family as one of our own. Because it's about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffey, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
On-Site Care in Kingston is accepting new patients. Nurse practitioner Candace Templeton has over 25 years of healthcare experience in offering management of chronic care conditions. On-Site Care offers free sports physicals for established patients. Plus, On-Site Care offers hormone replacement therapy with compounded pellets. And now On-Site Care welcomes Darren Wright, a board-certified family nurse practitioner who will be accepting new patients. Call 865-285-9588 to schedule an appointment at On-Site Care.
Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. OEB Law feels like home.